On this cold winter night, I can feel your hand in mine, and suddenly I'm sure that everything is alright. I always wondered what I was missing in my life, but now I'm sure it was you. I look around and your eyes meet with mine. Now the skies a much brighter blue. Underneath the twinkling lights, heading forward toward a future shining bright. Whenever I can see you smiling, it's a sight that I'll carry in my heart forevermore. As the snow falls around, I know I'll be safe and sound, 'cause everything I've searched for has already been found. This is only the start. I can feel it deep in my heart. Let's head into tomorrow as the stars shine their light on you and me.
Welcome to the Kaori After Story. So for those unaware, this is a game that was released in early December. It serves as an epilogue of sorts to Kaori's arc on Ace Academy. I don't know if the other heroines are going to get their own games for different holidays, or if there's just going to be one of these every year. We kind of have to wait and see. But otherwise, this has a full-blown opening song, as you may have just seen, unless you decide to skip it here for some reason. I'm assuming that's going to be PixelFade's new norm. I don't recall that being in Ace Academy, but we'll see what happens to come as they make up more and more games. I don't know what they're working on next, unfortunately. I know they've posted some stuff, it's just I haven't looked. So, without further ado, we'll jump into Kaori, who, according to my channel statistics, is the most popular of the four girls. I don't know if that's the way it is for everywhere, it's just reflected in my own personal data. So, Hero. I was kind of wondering if they were going to do this, or if they tried to carry over data from Ace Academy. The bus is busy with the bustle of the holidays. Families sit close together, wearing thick jackets and knitted hats. Some people have shopping bags or wrapped presents huddled in their arms. I let out a loud yawn, my head lolling onto my shoulder. First it was a flight, then a train, and a bus, and now another bus. All of this travel is wearing me out. I remember the conversation with my family before I left. All of us had been gathered in the kitchen discussing our plans for the holidays. A familiar memory plays in my mind.
Oh, I'm so excited for Christmas. I just want to swim in the ocean.
Aunt Yuki sighs dreamily.
And bask underneath the sun.
Do you think we'll see dolphins? Maybe even swim with them? Oh my gosh, that would be so amazing!
Swimming with the dolphins. In winter. What are you guys talking about? Uncle Kaido grins.
We're discussing where we should go for Christmas. Yuki suggested someplace warm, like Hawaii.
Sounds beachy. Guess that means we're going to seize the day. Uncle Kaido and Aunt Yuki laugh. Nikki groans, but there's a smile on her face.
Oh, that was a particularly bad one, bro.
Well, someone is salty. As fun as that sounds, though, I might not be able to join you all. Kaori asked me to spend Christmas with her family.
And you'd like to go, right?
No. Yeah. Nikki gasps and bounces excitedly, slightly in excitement. She scoots closer to me.
Oh, meeting her family? That's a big step.
She's right, you know. You have to go.
I let out a relieved breath. I was hoping you guys would say that. Sure you won't be upset if I don't join you for Christmas this year? Aunt Yuki shakes her head.
I'm sure we can manage without you. And if we can't, well, I hear there are a lot of cocktails on the beach.
So she's the drunk aunt at this family picnic.
Plus, you have me.
He gives her an affectionate squeeze, and Yuki looks up at Uncle Kaido with a wide smile. She leans her head against his shoulder.
Yeah, you're now uninvited on this trip. But more importantly, you were just asked to meet the parents. So what's the plan? Do you know what you're gonna say? Well, what are they like? Does she have any siblings? Hopefully she has a cool little sister, because obviously everyone needs one.
Nikki, slow down.
Uncle kind of puts a hand on Nikki's shoulder. She pauses and takes a deep breath.
Sorry, you're right. I'm just so excited. I mean, I remember when he was still fumbling over his words every time a girl even looked at him.
That's definitely not true. Nikki shrugs, grinning.
If you say so.
So, do you know what her family is like?
Not really. Kaori mentioned she has sisters. Nikki is about to speak, but I continue. Older sisters, but that's it.
What about presents? Did you get Kaori something nice?
Oh, we aren't doing that this year. All three of them stare blankly at me, then Nikki laughs.
Sorry, I thought I heard you say you weren't buying your girlfriend a Christmas present.
That's right. Nikki's drilling stare makes my confidence waver. Kaori and I discussed it, and we both agreed no presents.
We'll make sure to write that on your tombstone.
Nikki bursts out laughing.
Too accurate.
Uncle Kaido, help me out here.
I've lived long enough to know not to argue with women.
And Yugi takes pity on me.
All right, that's enough teasing. For now, where does her family live?
They live far out in the countryside, I think. Uncle Kaido chuckles.
Ah, yes. The freezing, terrible, snowy country.
Nikki giggles.
I bet you're gonna pretend it's cold so you can cuddle up for warmth.
A classic tactic, complete with hand-holding and a possible, here, come into my coat with me.
Is that what you tried, Uncle Kaito?
He grins.
A gentleman never tells.
The three of them burst into laughter, the sound fading into my memory. I blink my eyes open as the bus finally rumbles to a stop.
We're here.
Fiery red hair focuses into my vision. Kaori glances over at me, then smiles when she notices I'm awake. Her eyes are bright with excitement, and even though it's been a long trip, she looks radiant. Waking up to her face is always a pleasure, and I can't help but think how lucky and happy I am to be with her. These last couple of months together as a couple have been a dream come true. Kaori cocks her head.
Is something wrong?
I shake my head and smile. Now, let's go. She nods, smiling back. We gather our belongings and hop off the bus, then we flag down a taxi. I look over at Kaori. She gazes out the window, watching the trees fly by. The taxi takes us through the countryside. The sun is starting to dip low behind the mountains. Purple cotton candy clouds hang over the snowy plains and frozen forests. I wonder what kind of house Kaori grew up in. Would her parents like me? My stomach flutters with nerves. We finally drive up a long path, taking us up a massive hill. A decent-sized Japanese-style house sits on top. I pay the driver and exit the car, holding our suitcases to the door. Kaori digs into her purse for the house key, but as soon as she finds it, the door swings open. An older woman with wavy strawberry blonde hair stands in the doorway. She wears a sunny grin.
Kaori!
She throws her arms around her so hard Kaori coughs.
Oh, I've missed you so much!
She squeals, squeezing her harder. Her arms must be a vice because Kaori can't seem to squirm out of her grasp.
It's so good to see you.
Kaori's voice comes out pinched and tight.
Mom! Can't breathe!
Oh,
She pulls away and smiles, sheepish.
sorry, dear. I'm just so thrilled to see you.
As she takes a step back, her gaze lands on me. She blinks, noticing me for the first time.
Oh, what's this?
Her eyes suddenly light up.
A boy?
That's not exactly the reaction I expected. Did Kaori not tell her about me? Hello, I'm Hiro. She lets out a loud squeal.
Kaori finally has a boyfriend.
Kaori's face turns pink,
Mom! Calm down!
but her mother bounces in place.
Oh my goodness! I dreamed of this moment, but I never thought I'd see the day.
Yes, it is me, the prince of Kaori's dreams. I chuckle and wrap my arm around Kaori's shoulders. No need to dream any longer. I promise that I'm very real. Kaori turns bee-red while her mother lets out another squeal.
Oh, yes, you are. How fun!
I hear another voice from the doorway.
Did someone say boyfriend?
Two beautiful girls stand in the doorway on either side of their mother. They have the same paprika-colored hair as Kaori, but theirs is longer, and not a curl looks out of place. They look identical except for the different outfits. The one on the right stares at me blankly. She cocks her head to the side.
Well, this is a welcome surprise.
Meanwhile, the other one turns to Kaori and watches a slow, devilish grin spreads across her face.
Kaori, you didn't mention anything about a boy.
Because it's not a big deal.
The other twin is still looking at me in silent wonder. She walks around, then pokes me gently on the arm.
I can't believe it. He's actually real.
Kaori frowns.
Of course he's real. You two are being ridiculous.
What are you talking about? We're just excited for you.
The girl turns to me and smiles.
By the way, I'm Ayame,
She gestures to her twin.
and this is my sister Naomi.
Naomi giggles.
Sorry about all of this. Kaori's never mentioned a boy before, let alone brought one home.
A boy?
An older man who I presume to be Kaori's dad appears in the open doorway.
Oh, hello, young man. Where did you come from? Are you lost?
So it begins. His voice is so sincere that I'm almost not sure what to say. No, I came here with Kaori. He blinks.
Oh?
Her mother beams and digs an elbow into his side, signaling him to stop.
Sweetie, this is Kaori's boyfriend.
Her dad looks at me shocked.
What? Really?
Kaori seems to be struggling to keep her composure. Her face is cherry red, her expression a cross between embarrassed and annoyed.
Like I said, it's not a big deal. Just let us inside already.
Her mother gasps.
Yes, of course. What was I thinking? Come in, come in.
She moves aside and gestures for us to enter. The others break apart to give us room, and I follow Kaori inside. They return to preparing the house while Kaori's mother leads us through. It's a traditional Japanese-style house, but the decor helps it feel cozy and modern. Everything is precise and neat. There's a Christmas tree off to the side, but there aren't any decorations on it yet. You have a very nice home. Her mother beams.
Thank you.
Where should I unpack?
Oh, you can stay in Kaori's room.
Sounds fine. That's pretty unconventional, but I don't have a problem with it. Okay, thank you. Kaori stiffens.
What? Why are we sharing a room when we have a guest room?
Her mother smiles serenely.
Well, dear, you didn't tell us you were bringing a guest.
So? Why does that mean he can't sleep in there?
Oh, but sweetie, we just have so much stuff in there right now.
Kaori arches an eyebrow.
What kind of stuff?
A nervous laugh puffs out of her mother. She waves a hand.
Oh, just a bunch of junk. The room is basically a storage room right now and really messy. You don't want to bring him in there. It's so embarrassing.
Kaori's eyes narrow. She looks at her mother with suspicion. Yeah, I'm just gonna go full-blown for it. This'll be the best night! I can't stop the grin from spreading across my face. Kaori and I get to share a room. The magic of Christmas has blessed me this night. I throw my arm around Kaori, shuffling her close. I, for one, think that's a great idea. Kaori stares at me.
What?
I whisper, Kaori, get ready for the best nights of your life. Her cheeks flush.
Stop being weird.
Aw, she's cute when she's flustered. Kaori's mother pushes us towards a hallway.
Happy unpacking, you two. Dinner will be ready soon.
Firmly dismissed, Kaori leads the way down the hall towards her room. I wonder what it'll be like. Sleek and modern, bunch of mecha stuff everywhere, anime posters maybe? A moment later, she opens a door. The walls are pastel pink. There's a large bed with a plush blanket, pink sheets, and matching pillows. A white dresser sits off to the side. Her curtains are flowy and frilly. A pile of stuffed animals sit propped up on her bed. If I know any better, I'd guess this was a little girl's room. I didn't expect Kaori's space to be so girly. I see Nikki pranked you too. The glitter bomb, if you don't remember. Kaori blinks.
Huh?
I gesture to her room. This place looks exactly like my bike when she got a hold of it. Kaori flushes.
It's not the same.
You're right, this is worse. Her blush deepens.
Oh yeah? Then maybe next time I'll be the one who redecorates your bike.
I immediately shut up. Kaori wheels her suitcase over to her dresser. She unzips it and starts unpacking her belongings, shuffling her clothes into her drawers. Or wait, was it... I'm trying to remember, I think she painted the bike pink and then covered it in glitter or something like that. Maybe I'm forgetting the glitter, but that would be the more annoying thing that I would have totally done in her spot. Where should I start unpacking my stuff? Kaori nods to the closet.
It's fairly empty in there since I don't stay here much anymore. Feel free to hang up some of your stuff.
Okay, thanks. I haul my suitcase to the other side of the room and start hanging up my clothes. I have a few jackets, some shirts, snow pants. Never hurts to be prepared, right? I'm in the middle of fishing out an extra pair of snow boots when...
Hey, are you done yet?
Wait, what? I turn around, Kaori zips up her suitcase and stuffs it under her bed. What? You're finished already? She raises an eyebrow.
Yeah, aren't you?
She glances over my shoulder and balks.
How did you shove all that in there?
Since I don't have a more obnoxious option. I stifle a laugh, but Kaori notices. She narrows her eyes.
What?
I really shouldn't say it. If I value my life, I shouldn't say it. I like to live dangerously. That's what she said. The words blur out of my mouth. Kaori's eyes widen, and as expected, her fist collides with my arm.
Stop being a pervert!
Kaori glances at the clothes I already hung up in her closet, and then at the massive pile of clothes still in my suitcase. She groans and facepalms. Suddenly, Kaori's mom calls for us. Her voice is faint from the kitchen.
Dinner is ready.
Perfect timing. I follow Kaori into the kitchen. Our plates and drinks are already set out on the table with the rest of the family waiting for us. Looks like her mom's made some kind of chicken and rice dish. As I start to dig in, I glance at Kaori's sisters again. There's something about Ayame and Naomi. I feel like I've seen them somewhere before. So what do you guys do? Are you done with college? They nod.
Yeah, we've been done with school for a while. We model and design fashion.
That sounds awesome. That's probably why they seem familiar. Must have recognized them from a magazine or an ad. They share identical smirks.
Thank you. Why don't you tell us about yourself? What do you like to do for fun?
I grin and slip my arm around Kaori, huddling her close to my side. I like to spend my time with Kaori. As long as I'm with her, I always have a good time. Kaori blushes and squirms out of my grasp, but her mom lets out a dreamy sigh.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Naomi nods.
I see.
Naomi smirks.
So, what are your intentions with our little sister anyway?
Kaori glares at her.
Naomi!
What? It's a good question.
Her mother is practically bouncing in her seat.
Yes, yes. It's a great question.
You too?
I'm a sucker for tsunderes, to be honest. She glares at me.
I am not a tsundere!
Naomi and Ayame stare at the scene with amused expressions.
Are you sure? That's got to be the most tsundere thing I've ever seen.
Kaori blushes and stutters out a reply.
Shut up!
I grin. That's really not helping your case. Kaori's parents look lost, but smile anyway. Eventually, the conversation dies down as we finish dinner. By the time I'm done, I'm feeling stuffed and happy. I bring my plate over to the sink where Kaori's mom's already doing the dishes. Do you need some help?
Oh no, sweetie. It's been a long day. I'm sure you're exhausted.
I nod. Well, thank you very much. Dinner was great. She beams.
Thank you, sweetie. I'm glad you liked it.
I smile and start to turn away.
You two have a fun night now.
A fun night? Does she mean... No, she couldn't possibly mean what it sounds like. I shake the thought out of my head and return to Kaori's room. I turn the doorknob and walk straight in. To see Kaori digging around in her drawer for something to change into. She freezes, blinking up at me. Sorry, just need to grab something to change into real quick. I grab my pajamas from her closet and rush for the bathroom. That was close. After I finish changing, I make my way back into the hall and knock on Kaori's door. I'm not making that mistake again. Hey, is it okay for me to come in?
1 second.
I hear some shuffling before she speaks.
Okay. Come in.
When I walk in, the bedroom is bathed in dark blue shadows. Kaori's dressed in some comfy-looking pajamas. Her hair is down and a little disheveled. She glances at me and then the bed. A blush flares up into my face. I stand awkwardly by the door. Kaori lies down and rolls over so I can't see her face.
What are you waiting for?
I grin as I settle down beside her. Kaori's bed is surprisingly soft. Maybe I can get a kiss goodnight. My hands glide down Kaori's back and I feel her stir. She glances back at me and I give her a quick peck on the lips, wrapping my arms around her. She turns in my embrace and her lips find mine again. I taste her strawberry chapstick as we kiss. My hands run over her shoulder blades while her fingers thread through my hair. I feel my heart expanding as she deepens the kiss. Breathlessly, we pull away. Staring into her eyes, I've never felt so complete. She gives me a small smile.
I'm really happy you're here with me.
Me too. Gently, she leans in and plants another kiss on my lips.
Good night.
Good night. Rolling onto my back, Kaori rests her head against my chest, listening to my heartbeat. The steady rhythm of her breathing relaxes me, and soon I drift off to sleep. The sun is bright and blinding, searing through Kaori's windows. I groan, blinking rapidly, and check the time on my cell phone. My fingers brush it, and it slips from my grasp, plopping loudly onto the floor. I groan through my teeth. Really? Guess this means I should get up anyway. Reluctantly, I tiptoe out of bed, careful not to wake Kaori. I remember from our physical education class that mornings are not her favorite. Still half asleep, I open the nearest drawer and search for some clothes. I pull out a blouse and a skirt. Wait a minute. Glancing down, I notice I'd accidentally opened one of Kaori's drawers. Shoot, I better close this before she notices. I carefully fold the clothes and put them back in the drawer. Something colorful underneath the blouses catches my eye. Gently peeling back the clothes, I discover that something colorful is wrapping paper. Anxiety curls in my gut. No way. Horror washes over me. We promise each other no gifts. What am I going to do? I need to get Kaori something for Christmas, but what? Kaori shuffles in her sleep. I freeze. Don't wake up. Don't wake up. She sighs and rolls over, facing the other way. I have to get out of here now. Doing my best to move as quickly and silently as possible, I throw on some clothes, then I tiptoe into the room and shut the door softly behind me. When I make it downstairs, I find one of Kaori's sisters in the kitchen. She spots me and perks up.
Good morning.
Hey, morning. Okay, time to think of a plan. Grabbing my phone, I start searching for a nearby mall. Looks like there's one not too far from here, but I don't have my bike. Maybe you could call a taxi.
Ooh, do you need to do some shopping?
Whoa! I flinch, almost dropping my phone. Naomi blinks and then giggles. Has she been leaning over my shoulder the whole time? Yeah, I need to grab some last-minute things.
Well, I'm going to the mall soon if you want to join me.
Last-minute shopping? Oh yeah? Need something in particular? She smiles.
An unexpected visitor arrived.
I bet I can guess who it is. A smirk tugs at the corner of my mouth. Oh? Who is it?
Someone.
Is it a friend kind of someone? Or perhaps a boyfriend kind of someone? She giggles and then taps her nose.
So, last minute shopping for you too? Did you forget to buy something for someone important?
Anxiety twists in my stomach all over again. She must have noticed the worried look on my face because she laughs.
Oh no! You didn't, did you?
We promised each other no gifts. Naomi lifts a perfectly shaped eyebrow.
You do realize that's not a real thing, right?
Damn it, Nikki. Why does she always have to be right? Naomi giggles.
Don't worry, I won't say anything to Kaori.
I let out a breath of relief. Thanks. She nods.
Let's get going.
She grabs a set of car keys and throws her purse over her shoulder. I slip my shoes and a coat on and follow her out of the door. When we arrive at the mall, I realize I made a terrible mistake. Probably forgot his wallet. Place is crawling with people. Christmas decorations light up the shops. There's a huge line of kids coming through the center of the mall, waiting in line to see someone dressed up as Santa. So real quick, I have to explain, I do not know if there's actually like a big shopping rush in Japan for Christmas. Just know if you were to do this in the US, it's probably the only thing worse than would be Black Friday shopping exactly. Apparently we weren't the only ones who need to get some last minute shopping in.
Well, I'll see you later then.
What?
You don't expect me to shop for your gift right in front of you, do you?
That is a very good point. She must have noticed the gears turning in my head because she laughs again.
Don't worry. When I get back, I'll make sure your gift for Kaori is good.
I nod. Thanks. She waves and then turns away. Now what? I glance around at the myriad of stores. Their storefronts light up with string lights and bold posters advertise all of their sales, luring in customers. It's all a bit overwhelming, and I find myself unconsciously digging my cell phone. I could use some advice from someone who already has a girlfriend. After dialing the number, the phone only rings a few times before I hear his voice on the other end.
Brosif, what's up?
Sho, I need your help.
Huh? Whoa, what's wrong?
Kaori and I agreed not to get each other presents for Christmas, but when I woke up this morning, I saw that she'd already got me something. Sho laughs.
Oh man, classic no gift, but you actually got a gift. You've been bamboozled!
What? That's a classic?
Of course! Everyone knows that when a girl says no presents, she actually means yes presents, but in secret.
Everyone seems to know except me. So what should I get her? I need ideas.
Good thing you called me. Whenever I struggle with thinking of gift ideas, I always go with this tried and true present. Everyone loves it without fail.
Alcohol? Okay, this sounds promising. And what is it? He pauses, taking a deep breath.
Dongos.
My temple throbs with annoyance. No.
Dong!
Sho?
Dong!
Don't you finish that thought. A lengthy pause. Finally, I hear Sho taking a deep breath.
Dongo!
Yeah, I'm hanging up now. Sho cracks up on the other line.
Sorry, Brosif, but it's always about the dongos.
I sigh defeated. I should have known better than to ask Sho. Really? Then what did you get Mayu?
Oh, I got her a necklace.
Why didn't you start with that?
Of dongos.
Why did I call you again?
Okay. Well, if dongos aren't what you're looking for, which is insane, I might add, then maybe you should get her jewelry or clothes or something.
That's actually not a bad idea.
I know. I'm full of those.
Bad ideas? Thanks, Sho.
No problem, Brosif. Let me know how it goes.
I will. After we hang up, I feel newly rejuvenated. I think I saw a sign for a jewelry store when I came in here. I look around and notice the sign with a giant picture of a diamond on it. I weave my way through the crowd. When I get to the store, I notice there are a few other guys in here too, probably for the same reason I'm here. On one wall, there are glittering necklaces, and on the other, I see some nice-looking rings behind a glass case. I wander around the store, taking it all in. The sparkles distract me, and I feel completely lost among them. Behind the rings, I see a case of watches. It couldn't hurt to take a look there, right? I begin to make my way over, but as I cross through the ring section, a young saleswoman approaches me. She has long black hair and a gentle smile. She gestures to the glass case.
Hello, sir. Are you looking to get engaged?
Nice try, but I'm taken. I flash her a smile. I'm very flattered, but I'm taken. The girl blinks.
Oh,
A blush brightens her cheeks. She laughs uncomfortably and shakes her head.
I'm sorry for the misunderstanding. I didn't mean with me. I meant, are you looking to get engaged to your significant other?
Not at the moment. The salesgirl smiles and nods.
Of course, sir. Perhaps I can interest you in a selection of our promissory rings then.
I blink. A promissory ring? What's that? Her smile broadens, clearly pleased by my interest.
Oh, they're very common among young couples. If marriage is a bit too soon or the timing isn't quite right, a promissory ring is a great alternative. It's a way for couples to make a promise to each other. What that promise may be is very personal and varies among relationships. But at the core of it, a promissory ring is, well, a promise of devotion. Over here we have...
As she begins to lead me away, a man's voice calls out from the back of the store. The store owner motions her to come over.
Be right there.
Looking slightly annoyed, she politely excuses herself and turns away. That sounded interesting, but it's not exactly what I want to get Kaori for Christmas. I continue looking around when I spot Naomi coming my way.
So, did you buy something yet?
You're back already? That was fast. She winks.
I already knew the perfect gift.
Was it a gun? Putting a hand on her hip, she looks around.
This is a good place to start. What were you thinking of getting my little sister?
There's no hilarious option here, I'm afraid. Deep down, I suspect this doesn't matter. Maybe a necklace.
Good idea. Let's take a look.
Let's do it. None of these options really speak to me, and then I see it. Necklace of Dongos. Shows words echo in my ear. For some reason I'm drawn to it. Maybe he was right. Yes, this is it. As I pick it up, Naomi cringes.
Are you sure?
I nod. I've never been so sure about anything else. I never should have doubted my best bro. Sho definitely knows what he's talking about. Although Naomi doesn't seem convinced. She doesn't try to stop me. We're gonna go back. So sadly, unlike Ace Academy, there's no rewind option. I had to reload and then skip. We're gonna go for this one. I was kind of curious if they'd let you do that one, and it's probably gonna be funnier, but we'll be serious for once in this playthrough. I lead her over to a necklace on display. It's sparkling and silver with a little gear charm hanging at the end. What do you think? Naomi smiles. Her eyes have gone warm and soft.
She would totally love that.
Really? She nods.
Yeah, it's elegant, but still plays to her interest.
I grin. Perfect. The saleswoman wraps the present up for me after it's paid for.
Have a nice day.
Thanks.
Ready to go?
Yeah, let's head back. We make our way back into the parking lot. The drive home is pretty smooth. Naomi tells me a bit more about what she does for a living on the way back. It's cool to learn more about her. By the time we're back, Kaori is staying in the living room.
Oh, there you are.
She cocks her head and crosses her arms.
Where did you go?
Her eyes snap to the shopping bag in my hand. My stomach drops. I can't tell her I had to go and buy her something. I have to get out of this somehow. Well?
Kaori!
Kaori flinches in surprise.
Huh?
Naomi spreads her arms wide and throws them around her sister, squeezing her tightly.
My little sister, I've missed you so much!
What?
Her face turns a slight shade of pink.
Get off me!
She struggles, but Naomi just latches on even tighter and giggles.
Riri, you're just the cutest. I thought we agreed never to use that name again.
Oh man, the embarrassing nicknames have started to appear. I hold back from grinning. Kaori struggles and fights even harder, but Naomi whirls her around so Kaori's back is facing me. She winks, motioning for me to go hide the gift. I make a quick dash for Kaori's bedroom and hide her present in my suitcase. Then I run back to the living room. When I return, Naomi is still holding Kaori as tight as vice.
Let go of me!
Naomi smiles playfully, rubbing her cheek against Kaori like a snuggly kitten.
Nope, I'll never, ever, ever.
She glances up at me from over the top of Kaori's head,
On second thought, okay.
and abruptly releases her. Kaori yelps and trips. She catches herself at the last minute, whirling to face the twin.
What the heck was that?
Naomi laughs and shrugs.
I was just so overwhelmed with love and affection.
Kaori huffs, brushing herself off. Naomi pouts.
How could you be so cold to your loving older sister?
That's not it at all!
Naomi pretends to sniffle. Luckily, Kaori's mom floats into the room, smiling brightly.
Lunch is ready.
Naomi instantly brightens up.
Ooh, I'm starving.
Kaori glares at her suspiciously. Together we head into the kitchen. Ayame and Kaori's father joins us for the meal. Ayame and Naomi continue to tease Kaori. They seem to enjoy sparking a rise out of her. Her mother is more focused on getting to know me, talking a million miles a minute. Kaori's father is more quiet, but he smiles and chimes in once in a while. After lunch, her father disappears into the garage. A few minutes later, he comes back hauling a giant crate. Kaori's mom beams.
Oh, thank you for getting that, dear.
He grins back, a little pink in the face. What's that for?
These are the rest of the decorations. We're about to set them up.
Yes. It just wouldn't be Christmas without the decorations.
Kaori nods and stands up.
Start? Oh no, not you two.
She giggles and waves her hands.
You two can go and spend some time together.
The twins nod.
Yeah, we can handle this.
Oh, we don't mind helping.
Sure.
But the rest of the family protests.
No, no, no!
Her father looks at the rest of the family in surprise, then chuckles. Before we can even begin to insist, Kaori's mom and sisters have started shoving us out of the kitchen.
Go be cute.
What? Hey!
The twins grab our coats and hats as they usher us out.
Just have a sweet and romantic time.
Why do you guys have to act so weird all the time?
Before we can stop them, they've successfully handed us our coats and shoved us out of the front door. I grab Kaori's arm to keep her from slipping over a patch of ice on the stoop.
Wait a minute!
but her mother grins.
Have a lovely time, you two.
She winks and then slams the door.
Hey!
Kaori jiggles the handle, but it doesn't budge.
They locked us out!
She shivers, huddling closer to me, then lets out a loud sigh.
Well, now what do we do?
I look at the piles of snow around us and have an idea. We should make a snowman. Kaori looks thoughtfully at the snow, then nods.
I haven't done that since I was a kid. It could be fun.
Same.
How about we practice making one on our own first?
Sounds like a plan to me. We kneel in the snow next to each other and get started. What kind of snowman should I make? This is so tempting, but I'm really leaning towards this one. I can't resist it. I'm going to go where the art takes me. Letting myself feel the essence of the snowman, I begin to shape the body. It's smaller than the average snowman, but that's okay. We love all shapes and sizes. Once I've built the base, I shave off the sides of its round head with my palms, giving it a more square shape. Beautiful. After a few minutes, Kaori stands up.
All done.
She smiles and looks over to me. Her face pinches.
What is that?
I puff out my chest with pride. My beautiful masterpiece! Kaori cocks her head to the side as if she's trying to see it from a different angle.
I don't get it.
It's a snowman, of course.
How?
I scoff. Clearly, you don't understand fine art.
I'd need to see some fine art first before I could try to understand it.
There's just no reasoning with some people. Okay, let's see yours. Kaori steps to the side, revealing your snowman. Looks pretty standard, but a little more lopsided than average, with weird, uneven lumps.
What do you think?
Must avoid the obituary. Her snowman looks a little off somehow, but I know whatever my hunch is, it wasn't Kaori's intention. I smile brighter. Looks awesome. She grins back.
Thanks.
We should make one together. With both of our talents combined, it'd look awesome.
Oh, good idea.
So you need to point it at the house, and you need to have it have a pissed off expression on its face. I'm really tempted. There's no snow outside right now, so... Anyway, back to the game. We spend time rolling up giant snowballs and place them on top of each other. Kaori and I can't agree on the type of snowman we should make, so we decide to make every variation. The sun begins to dip low in the sky as we play in the snow. I roll a little snowball and sneakily chuck it at her. It hits her coat with a splat. Kaori retaliates by throwing a huge one at me. I duck, just barely managing to avoid it. Her laughter rings in the air as we have a snowball battle. After a short break, we get back on track and finish up our collaborated snowman. It's almost as tall as us. We find some sticks to use for arms and use some rocks for the eyes and smile. To finish it off, Kaori places her hat on top of its head and I wrap my scarf around its neck. Kaori grins and plants her hands on her hips.
It's perfect.
I share her grin. Yeah, it is. Suddenly we hear the click of the front door. Kaori's mom stands in the doorway beaming at us.
Hey, you two. Dinner is ready.
She spots her snowman and her eyes light up.
Oh, it's magnificent. You two make such a great team.
A grin spreads across my face. I cross my arms, blooming with pride. Thank you. She clasps her hands together, her eyes glittering.
You two are already creating such beautiful things together.
Her eyes sparkle with wonder.
If your snowman is as handsome, just imagine.
No. Kaori's face flushes.
Mom!
Oh!
That seems to snap her out of her daydream. Her mother lets out a slight laugh.
Oh, don't mind me. Oh, why don't you two come in from the cold?
We go inside, stomping the snow off of our boots. We take off our jackets, instantly warmed by the nice and cozy house. A delicious aroma wafts from the kitchen. I follow Kaori to the dinner table, where her family is already seated in front of a modest spread of food. There's a salad, miso soup, rice and fish, a familiar, simple Japanese meal. It really does feel comfortable here, like home. We sit down at the table and begin eating. The twins and their mother are talking about fashion, and Kaori chimes in every now and then with their thoughts. Their father listens quietly, but I can tell it's not a topic he's very interested in. I didn't realize how hungry I was, but I ate everything on the plate. I guess making those snowmen was more work than I thought. Kaori's dad chuckles.
Looks like you worked up quite an appetite out there. Please, feel free to help yourself if you'd like more.
Thanks. I take him up on his offer and help myself to more food. We were making snowmen. He grins.
And how did Kaori's look?
I hesitate and he laughs.
That sounds about right. Kaori's talented in many ways, but she always struggled in art.
Really? He nods.
When she was in preschool, she drew me a picture of an elephant, and I thought she made a hand turkey. She was really upset when I couldn't guess what it was. Of course, I'm sure she's improved a lot since then.
Not really. I reminded of her snowman and grinned to myself. That might be debatable. What else did she make you? Her father shares more stories about Kaori's childhood. He seems really excited to be able to talk about his daughter. I can tell that he cares for her a lot. Once we finish dinner, we take a moment to relax and digest. Kaori glances at her sister, pouring herself a glass of something.
What's that?
Nami grins, sipping the drink.
My company gifted this to me. You should try it. It's good.
Kaori glances at the label of the bottle, but it's all written in a foreign language. It looks Danish or Dutch.
Seriously, it's good. Try it.
Ayame drinks from her own glass and nods.
Well, okay.
She pours the glass and downs the liquid in one gulp. Nami's eyes glitter mischievously. Ayame smiles but looks a little worried.
Be careful, Kaori. Don't overdo it.
Kaori lets out a breath and seems surprised.
It's not that bad.
She suddenly bounces with a high-pitched little hiccup. Everyone bursts out laughing.
Are you sure you can handle it?
Kaori nods confidently, picking up her glass again. Whatever that is, it must be strong. I take a whiff of the bottle and feel the sting in my nose. Definitely strong. As Kaori starts drinking again, her mother pours herself a glass. Ayame turns to me.
What about you? Do you want to try it?
What's the worst that could happen? Are you kidding? I'm dying to try it. I swipe the bottle once Kaori has finished pouring herself another glass. My nose wrinkles a little at the first taste of alcohol, but it automatically is replaced by a warm, happy feeling in the pit of my stomach. I'll always continue to drink and chat. Before long, I feel a warm lightness in my head, doubting over any stress or worries I might have had. I laugh as they all melt away. Kaori continues to match her sisters and drinks. Her rosy cheeks make her face glow. She glances at me, her eyes focusing. Then she blinks. And then giggles. It's a soft bubble of laughter, and it makes me smile. What's so funny? The question just makes her giggle again. Now I'm confused. What?
Your face.
She struggles to speak through her laughter.
It's so pink.
Huh? I place my hands on my cheeks and feel the heat radiating off of it. Kaori continues to giggle, the dark flush in her face deepening. I grin and point. So is yours. The last word is cut off by a loud hiccup. Kaori starts laughing even harder. I hiccup again.
You.
A hiccup bubbles out of her. She pauses, blinking in surprise. Then she bends over herself, roaring with even more laughter. It is infectious, and I find myself laughing along with her. Kaori's mom glances over and unsuccessfully tries to keep her excitement at bay.
Let's let these two lovebirds spend some time together.
The girls nod in agreement, and her father glances at us, amusement in his eyes. The twins pull their parents out of their chairs and steer them towards the living room. Kaori takes another drink, then looks at me. What? She shakes her head.
Nothing.
But she continues to look at me. Do I have something on my face? She giggles and shakes her head again. She looks at me again, then smiles, as if she's reached a decision about something. She nods, determined, and drinks again. Not sure what's going on. She sits back in her chair, fanning herself.
Is it getting hot in here?
She starts tugging at her collar.
All of this needs to come off.
Kaori, you're drunk. I laugh. Oh, Kaori, you are so drunk. As her hands reach for her shirt, though, I stop her. Maybe we don't want to do that.
No, I do. Why can't I?
A fox's smirk slides across her face.
Oh, is this getting you all hot and bothered?
Hot, bothered, and ready for action. Guilty as charged. I reach for her, but she definitely avoids my grasp.
Stop being a pervert!
And there you go, you get to hear it once in this game. But instead of the usual harshness, she giggles as she says those all too familiar words. Kaori wobbles up from her chair and sits next to me. She rests her head on my shoulder and vines her arms around my neck. Hello there.
Hi.
She giggles and looks up at me. My breath catches in my throat as I gaze at her lips, so soft and sweet, teasing me. I yearn for a taste. Her face inches closer to me, until she's a breath away. As I'm about to close the gap, she pulls back. What? I blink, stunned, confused, and left hanging. Kaori giggles again, watching my expression.
Valerie told me to do that.
Freaking Valerie. No wonder. This teasing seemed very out of character for Kaori. Just be yourself, man. You don't need to ask Valerie for advice. I like you just the way you are.
Aww.
She squeezes me in a hug before pulling away. Kaori's smile starts to fall as she lets out a loud yawn. Getting sleepy? She frowns.
No, I am wide awake.
I raise an eyebrow. Really? You're awake?
Yes.
Wide awake.
Yup.
Then do you care to explain why your head is on my shoulder? Kaori, who had been leaning on me, suddenly jerks back. She blinks rapidly before pinning her stare at me, squinting.
Why are there, like, two of you?
More of me to go around. I smile and stand up, holding my arm around her waist. Let's get to bed. She lets out another loud yawn. As we head back to her room, we hear the others turn off the TV. They must be getting ready to go to bed soon, too. As soon as Kaori hits the mattress, she rolls over and cuddles a pillow. I plop down beside her, rubbing my eyes. With a full and warm belly, I have no trouble falling into a deep sleep. I'm awake bright and early in the morning. It's Christmas. Kaori is still asleep, but I decide to get ready for the day. By the time I finished up my morning routine and gotten dressed, she's still asleep. Last night must have tuckered her out. Her red hair fans around her like a halo. She's curled to one side, her face buried in the pillow. She looks so delicate and peaceful, I almost don't want to wake her. But if I don't, she might miss the presents. Psst, Kaori. I shake her gently. It's time to wake up. She groans and rolls over, blinking through the bright sunlight.
Ugh, what?
It's Christmas. Time to get up. She blinks, trying to wake up, then gives me a small smile as she slowly untangles herself from the blankets. After Kaori gets ready, we pad out into the living room. The rest of our family is already there and gathers around the tree. The two twins are on the couch next to their dad, dividing up their gifts. I'm still unable to tell them apart when they're together. Kaori's mom grins as soon as she sees us, throwing her arms around the two of us.
Merry Christmas, you two.
Kaori smiles and pats her on the shoulder.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Her mom pulls away, beaming.
Come, come. Sit by the tree so that all the fun can start.
I follow Kaori and sit down on the carpet. Her dad smiles at us.
Kaori, why don't you start? I think my present for you is over there somewhere. We'll open presents from youngest to oldest this year.
The excitement lights up her eyes.
Okay, sure.
She sifts through the mountain of presents until she finds a little box with her name on it. Ripping open the first layer of wrapping paper, she finds a small box inside loaded with tissue paper. She unravels it carefully before a small gear falls into her palm. She lets out a small gasp.
Dad, is this...
I take a closer look. No way. That's your gear. She gasps. She clasps the mini aura to her chest, to her heart, clearly touched.
Did you make this?
He nods.
Do you like it? I tried to make it as accurate as possible.
Kaori stands up. She crosses over to the couch and throws her arm around him.
I love it! Thank you so much!
He beams and returns her hug.
I'm glad, honey.
She pulls away and then crosses back over to me, holding the little gear like a precious treasure. She places it carefully beside her on the carpet. One of the twins smiles brightly.
Okay, my turn.
She throws Kaori a small box with a bright red bow. Kaori perks up.
Oh, sure.
I can hear a bit of excitement behind her voice, but I can tell she's trying to keep it low-key. She unties the bow and opens the box and her eyes widen.
Ayame!
What? Don't you like it?
Kaori Kaori jingles a pair of fluffy pink handcuffs.
What is this?
Ayame merely smiles.
They're handcuffs.
Obviously. I meant, why would you give this to me?
They're to keep you safe.
Kaori's face flares.
Safe from what?
Ayame lifts her shoulders in a dainty shrug.
Oh, I don't know. Burglars?
She glances sideways at me.
Bad boys? Maybe.
Kaori chokes while Naomi cracks up next to her on the couch. Her father frowns a little. Kaori sighs, throwing the handcuffs back into the box.
This is a ridiculous gift. I hope you know that.
Naomi nods in agreement.
Yeah, Ayame. That's a ridiculous gift. Kaori, open mine. It's much better.
She hands Kaori a pale blue box with a big pink bow.
Here, Kaori. This is for you.
Thank you, Naomi.
You don't want to open that, Kaori. Kaori rips apart the blue and pink wrapping paper before shimmying open a small box, which she immediately slams shut.
Naomi!
She glares at her sister. Naomi cocks her head, feigning innocence.
What?
Don't what me?
Kaori digs into the box, brandishing a bright pink roll of tape.
What the heck is this?
Naomi giggles.
It's tape, silly, for all your home improvement needs.
What kind of home improvement tape is called pleasure tape?
Kaori shoves the tape in front of her sister's face. I catch the big, bold pink letters, pleasure tape. Naomi smirks.
Yeah, it gives you the pleasure of fixing up your house.
Kaori flushes crimson.
Naomi!
Naomi looks at her twin.
Why is she getting so riled up?
Ayame shrugs.
Beats me.
You guys!
Kaori's mother waves her hand absentmindedly.
How very thoughtful.
Mom!
Her dad sighs.
Girls, we have a guest this year, so let's all behave ourselves.
That's right. Listen to your father.
The twins quiet down, still looking smug, while Kaori's mom perks up, bouncing a little on the couch.
Now it's my turn. Open mine next, honey.
Still looking disgruntled, Kaori fishes out another present from the pile. She opens it up, tossing aside bright gold wrapping paper. As soon as she sees the gift, she squeaks, horrified.
Mom!
Oh, you sound excited.
You too?
Kaori holds up a silken lacy blindfold.
Do you like it?
I can't believe you'd give me something like this. You're my mother!
Well, there's nothing wrong with gifting your daughter a sleep mask, is there?
Kaori sighs.
This is not a sleep mask.
Of course it is. So you can be sure to have a restless night.
Kaori's gaze goes flat.
Don't you mean restful?
That's what I said.
Kaori's father stares at her blindfold for a long moment, then lets out a sigh and shrugs. Ayame and Naomi seem to be having trouble holding their giggles, while their father sits back. So those screams you heard in the middle of the night were not night terrors, just saying. A family after my own heart. My mouth twists up into a smirk. Thank you, everyone, from the bottom of my heart. We will use your gifts wisely.
No, we won't!
Naomi grins.
Surprise! We have a gift for you, too.
I match her grin and feign surprise. Me? She nods. A grin spreads across my face. I can't wait to see what practical gift they got me. I am looking forward to this. She hands me a small present, which I eagerly accept. I open up to reveal a silver watch. It's beautifully crafted. There's a built-in compass inside along with the date. Whoa, is this a Gearling watch? They're the original watches that the first Gear pilots wore, and I have been sought after ever since. All the professionals want Gearlings as they're both stylish and functional, and quite expensive. This is even better than I imagined. This gift is like a dream come true. I know they're hard to come by, so I really can't thank you enough. Naomi beams. I feel the air thickening.
I'm glad you like it. But remember,
His expression turns into a serious frown.
if you break up with my daughter,
My whole body goes cold. What? His stare hardens and I gulp. Then he breaks into a smile, the mirth returning to his eyes.
nothing at all, young man.
I let out the breath I had been holding. That was scary. I look around, but it doesn't seem like anyone else heard that. Did I just imagine him saying that? Kaori tugs on my sleeve, snapping me out of my thoughts. I can tell she's trying to seem casual, but there's an air of nervousness around her. Her eyes are hopeful, even though she's been avoiding my stare.
So, just wondering, you didn't get me anything, did you? Not like I care since we decided not to.
Nope. No, I didn't get you anything.
Oh,
Kaori frowns, but I don't really feel the sadness in it.
that's okay. I mean, you didn't have to.
I didn't. She pouts. Just kidding. Her face flushes pink.
Wait, really?
So the sad part is, had I gone for the Dango necklace, that actually would be the best gift by default, I guess. I nod. I walk around to the back of the Christmas tree where I had hid Kaori's present. As soon as I find it, I hand it to her with a grin. Merry Christmas. Her smile broadens as she takes the present. She unravels the bow on top and then rips apart the wrapping paper. Kaori's eyes light up.
Aww, this is beautiful!
She holds up the jewelry. It sparkles against the Christmas lights. She beams, throwing her arms around me.
Thank you so much!
My face spreads into a genuine grin. Do you really like it? She plants a quick kiss on my cheek.
I love it.
My face turns warm with a bright, happy blush. Score. Kaori's mom inhales sharply.
Oh, how sweet. Don't you think so?
She shakes her husband's arm and he nods. Kaori takes a moment to recompose, then shoots me a shy smile.
I bought you a gift too.
I try to act genuinely surprised. Oh, really? She pulls out a present hidden underneath the tree. I open it up, revealing a really nice leather jacket. It's black with orange and white stripes, just like my bike back home. The cut is sleek, and even though it's leather, it feels light and sturdy. This is definitely custom made. Kaori went all out this year. Wow. Kaori grins.
I know you really like your bike, so I wanted to get you a jacket.
How do you know my measurements? I shrug it on. I love it. It fits perfectly. Kaori beams.
Good. I knew it would fit.
A half smile tugs at my mouth. You did, huh? She nods. And how exactly did you know my measurements? Kaori freezes. She opens her mouth and then closes it, hesitating. Her face steadily turns scarlet.
It's a secret!
I think she meant for that to come out with a little more force, but her voice wavers. I chuckle. If you know my measurements, then it's only fair I know yours. She crosses her arms.
No!
It was worth a try. We finish opening up the rest of the gifts. The twins received an assortment of fashionable clothes and jewelry. Naomi also got a new sewing kit, and Ayami received some pens and a sketchbook so she can draw out her designs. The girls had all chipped in to buy their parents an all-expenses-paid vacation getaway, which they were thrilled to accept. When we thought the present exchange was over, the twins and their mom surprised Kaori with even more gifts. Ayami gave her a charm bracelet she designed herself, while Naomi gifted her a new set of workout clothes for her latest line of athleisure wear. Kaori's mom gave her a new yoga mat. Afterwards, we all sat at the table and enjoyed a delicious breakfast. I still had the jacket on me while at breakfast. I could tell it made Kaori happy to see me wearing it, so I kept it on. Ayame eyed it, then seemed to remember something.
Hey, I remember when you had a little leather jacket, Kaori. The pink one with the stars and the teddy bears on it.
Kaori looks mortified.
I, don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, it was so cute. I'm sure we still have a picture of it.
Kaori shakes her head.
Mom? No.
I'm sure of it. Oh, where did I put that album?
That's really not necessary. We don't have to. Uh-huh.
Her mother holds up a photo album which is buried under a stack of books and magazines.
Here it is. Oh, sweetie, come here. Let me show you just how cute our little girl was.
She gestures for me to come over. Kaori's eyes widen.
Mom! No! Put that away!
Her mother giggles.
Oh, calm down, Kaori. Look how cute you were.
Kaori makes a move to grab the photo album, but her mother dances around her. She beams and hands it over to me. I flip it open, revealing several pictures of Kaori when she was younger. A particular picture catches my eye. Kaori had to be around 5 years old. She was in a bright pink tutu and her hair was brushed back into a bun. Wait a minute, you dance ballet? Kaori's cheeks dust with the blush, and she puts her hands on her hips.
So? What of it?
You were a ballerina?
Oh, yes, and she was great at it.
If you call accidentally high-kicking the other kids great.
That sounds more like the Kaori I know.
She was only 4. She grew out of that, I think.
Kaori glowers at her sister, but Ayame merely smiles back. I flip to the next page. A young Kaori with high pigtails and a frilly princess dress hosts a tea party with a stuffed teddy bear and unicorn in attendance. In the next picture, she hugs a porcelain doll with bouncy curls and glass eyes. Finally, I find the picture of a rock star Kaori. She wears her signature high ponytail and shows off her pink jacket with stars and teddy bears. Well, this explains all the pink. I laugh. This explains your girly room. Kaori turns pink.
It was a long time ago.
We go through the photo album a little while longer, reminiscing over old times. It's still crazy for me to imagine Kaori being so girly in the past. I can only imagine her as a gear pilot now. After checking out Kaori's photos, her mom shows me albums of the twins and all three of the sisters together. Even when they were young, I could tell the twins liked to tease their little sister. I recognized Kaori's pout in a lot of those photos. But there were even more photos of the three girls smiling and having fun. I can really tell how much her family loves each other, and it warms my heart. Afterwards, we help clean up. Then we take a nap to recharge. We did get up very early to open presents. When we wake up, Kaori's dad greets us.
What are you two going to do for the evening?
I'm not sure.
Oh, if you guys want to get out of here for a while, you can borrow my car. The park is open on Christmas since they have some winter activities going on. That might be fun, right, Kaori?
Kaori lights up.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Sounds good to me.
Great, we're going to do that. Come on.
We put on our jackets and hats, then we make our way out to the car. The park is decked out with the strings of lights circling the trees. There's a small stall selling hot chocolate, tea, and warm treats. But what really catches my eye is the massive skating rink set up in the middle of the park. Is this what Naomi meant when she said winter activities? Kaori leads us straight towards it. The ice skating rink isn't too crowded. There are a few families here with their kids and some couples around our age. Loud Christmas music blares in the background, with red and green lights flashing across the ice. I watch as a few kids zip around the rink in easy circles. Maybe now would be a good time to tell her I don't know how to ice skate. Before I have a chance to tell her, she's already at the booth renting skates. As we slip on our shoes, I decide to do it. So, I have a confession to make. She glances curiously at me. I don't know how to ice skate. She blinks.
You don't?
I shake my head. To my surprise, she grins.
Well, I guess that just means I'll have to teach you.
In response, she steps onto the ice and takes off with a whoosh, then zips across the ice rink in an easy glide. Her hands are clasped neatly behind her the whole time, even when she's getting ready to break. She hisses to a stop right in front of me with a burst of ice shavings. Okay, she's pretty good. I figured it out. Obviously, you were an ice skating prodigy, and that's why you had to learn ballet.
What?
Gears on Ice, starring Kaori Itami.
Don't be ridiculous.
But she giggles and holds out her hands.
Are you ready?
I nod and take hold. Then she helps me glide onto the ice. My foot slips and my heart leaps into my chest, but Kaori's grip keeps me steady.
Don't worry, I've got you.
My legs wobble like a newborn calf, but with Kaori's gentle directions, I start to move across the ice. Kaori quickly spins around so that she's facing me, skating backwards.
Just follow me. Try not to rely on the rail.
With Kaori so close, an idea pops in my mind. A smirk tugs at my mouth. I teeter forward with a loud dramatic gasp.
Oh no!
Kaori's breath catches, and she lunges forward, grabbing me at the last second, then pulls me close to her.
Are you alright?
I grin, my arms around her waist while her small hands are pressed against my chest. Her eyes are wide and confused. You saved me. Kaori turns bright red. She looks down to see my arms around her.
You tricked me.
I laugh and steal a kiss. Her breath puffs out in a small cloud. I don't know what you mean. She playfully hits my arm.
I should let you fend for yourself then.
No. I slip my hands back into hers, and then she gives them a squeeze. Slowly, my feet wobble less and my glides grow longer. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this.
You're doing great!
This isn't so bad. I slip my hand out of Kaori's as I dare to skate on my own. Things are going well until my skate nicks the ice and I lose my balance. Whoa. Kaori pulls me back up before I faceplant. As I stabilize myself, I'm ready for her to let go, but she doesn't. Her face is buried in my back as her arms hold me in a tight hug. A smile spreads on my face. I could get used to this. You know, I think I like ice skating a lot more now.
So do I.
What was that?
Nothing.
No, I think I heard something. She huffs.
Don't be stupid.
I laugh and she slowly softens back into a smile. We circle the rink a few more times before we're both in need of a break. Kaori holds my hand and leads me over to the bleachers. I sigh as soon as I sit down, stretching out my legs. This is more exhausting than I thought it would be. I'm really glad we had a moment to ourselves. It's been fun getting to know your family, but I missed having you all to myself. She seems unfazed.
Oh, don't worry. We'll have a lot more time alone.
You have something planned? Kaori nods.
It was going to be a surprise, but it's fine.
She sounds really happy.
I booked us a little getaway at a popular winter village nearby. It's got skiing, ice sculptures, a winter market. I went once when I was really little and I loved it.
Suddenly she seems bashful.
I hope you will too.
Finally, let's get intimate. Of course I will. We'll finally be alone together, which means we'll get to know each other more intimately. Kaori narrows her eyes.
You better not be thinking what I think you're thinking.
Are you thinking that I'm thinking we'll be able to cuddle and talk about our feelings?
No.
Neither was I, but I'm not going to tell her that.
We should probably go back and pack up our things. We leave tomorrow.
Wait, pack? Are we going to be staying overnight?
Yep. A couple of nights, in fact.
All of this is pretty sudden, but I'm pumped to spend more time with Kaori. A few days to ourselves will be awesome.
Do you want to skate around the rink one more time?
I can already feel the tightness in my legs. I don't want to think about how they'll feel tomorrow. Kaori noses my face and laughs.
Maybe we should just head back.
That sounds like a great idea. We navigate our way back to where we rented our skates and change back into our shoes. Together we drive back to her house. By the time we're home, dinner is ready. I can smell the spices before I can even reach the kitchen.
Oh, welcome home. You're just in time.
Kaori's mom smiles and nods towards the living room.
We're having dinner by the TV. So go help yourselves to a plate and come join us.
The TV? She nods.
It's tradition for us to watch some holiday movies on Christmas. Come join us whenever you're ready.
Great, thanks. My mouth waters at the tantalizing aromas wafting from the kitchen. I follow Kaori and each of us grabs a plate. We gather our food and then make our way to join the family in the living room. Kaori sits down and I sit next to her.
What do you guys want to watch?
Kaori looks at Ayame, who smiles and looks at me.
How about you choose since you're our guest?
Times like this, I kind of wish I were live streaming this so I could just hold a poll. Not doing this one out of protest for Sentinels. We'll do this one, because this is what I feel like right now. I always liked this movie as a kid. All of the gears had something special to offer, and even the ones who felt discarded weren't really unloved.
I never expected you to be so sentimental.
That's funny. Kaori used to love this movie too.
Dad!
She shoots him a frustrated look, but he just chuckles. I never expected you to be so sentimental. She blushes as I parrot her words back at her. We all settle down as the movie starts. After watching one, we're all still feeling festive and decide to watch another. We watch movies late into the night until my eyelids are heavy. All the excitement from today has got me beat. I catch Kaori yawning too, and we decide it's time for bed. Shutting off the TV, we go our separate ways to our rooms and get ready for bed. Once I'm in my pajamas, I snuggle next to Kaori in bed. She feels warm and delicate in my arms. I feel her snuggle closer to me in her sleep, and I easily drift off into a peaceful slumber. The morning sun shining through the window wakes me up. Instinctively, I roll over and feel an empty space beside me. Blinking my eyes open, I see the absence of Kaori. She must already be up. What time is it? I check the time and it's before 8 a.m. Kaori's not a morning person. I wonder where she'd be. Doesn't seem like sleep will return to me anytime soon, so I decide to get up as well. I roll out of bed and get ready for the day. Once I freshen up, I decide to look for Kaori. I go downstairs and check the living room, but I don't see her there. I'm about to return upstairs when I hear a faint noise in the room down the hall. Maybe that's her? Carefully, I inch closer. Whoa, sounds like she's enjoying herself there. The door is partly open and I'm very tempted to take a look. Gently, I creep the door open and am welcomed by the most magnificent sight. Kaori's back faces me and she's bent forward on her hands and knees. Her head raises high as she arches her back, her spine curving delicately. She wears skin-tight yoga shorts which emphasize the plush shape of her behind. I can get used to this view.
Oh.
The floorboard creaks as I try to get closer. I freeze, but Kaori doesn't notice. She's wearing headphones which block out all other noises. Her back curves upwards in a stretch, and she lets out another moan. I get the feeling I really shouldn't be watching this, and I definitely shouldn't be watching her in secret. In no reality will this end well. Do I really want to proceed? My entire life has led me to this moment. I take a deep breath. I know what must be done. I rub my hands together as I carefully sneak closer. She arches her back up and then down again. Her firm derriere is posed as if ready for my hand. Reaching back, I ready myself. And then... smack! Kaori yelps and tumbles forward, her concentration broken. Her hand flies to her backside. That feeling of when my hand connected with her butt, that moment of firm resistance, I will forever cherish. She rips off her headphones as she pushes herself to her feet. Then she whirls around and... uh-oh. Her glare stabs me with 1,000 cuts. I don't know what that actually is. I can't really see it too well. I imagine it's probably yoga in Japanese. Well, we had a good run. I hope my friends will at least press F to pay respects during my funeral. She stomps up to me.
How dare you!
Her cheeks are flush pink. When my cute girlfriend is wiggling her cute butt, what do you expect me to do? Kaori's face flares and she seems at a loss for words, but the silence doesn't last long.
I would expect you not to hit her while she's not looking.
Oh, so a love tap is okay as long as she's aware. Got it.
I didn't say that!
Gee, I didn't know you were into such lewd things.
Stop making weird conclusions with your stupid logic.
She balls her fists. Whoa, hold on.
Why? I'm just going to give you a couple of love taps since you seem to like them so much.
She winds her fist back. Wait. Okay, I might have had a lasting judgment, but it was just one smack. I can't take back what I did, so how about you do the same thing to me and we call it even? She glares at me. This would be fair, and you're all about being fair, right? Her eye twitches.
Hit you in the same spot?
Yes.
As hard as I want?
That would only be fair.
Fine.
I get down on my hands and knees and mimic her pose from before. Kaori cracks her knuckles. Uh-oh, maybe I should have said as hard as she wants. I wait for the impending smack. Then I hear a voice.
Kaori, honey, are you in here?
Smack. I wobble forward, but immediately look back to see the shocked faces of Kaori and her mom.
Oh my, I didn't realize you kids were having fun in here.
Wait! Mom! It's not like that! He smacked me first!
I know nothing. Kaori's mom covers her face pretending to be shy.
Oh, honey, you don't have to share those details with me.
No! You have it all wrong!
Harder, Kaori. Oh yes, just like that. Harder, Kaori.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
What? What are you doing? It was nothing like that!
Oh no? Did I do something wrong again? Maybe this bad boy needs to be disciplined. Kaori is speechless while her mom places her hands on her cheeks.
I didn't mean to interrupt your fun. I'll just get out of your hair.
Before we can react, she disappears out of the room, closes the door behind her.
You! I can't believe what you just...
I grin at Kaori's frustration. Her hands are balled into fists. I can tell she's just itching to hit me, but that would be playing right into the situation.
Let's just clean up and go before someone else shows up and gets the wrong idea.
I help her pack up her stuff, and then we go to the kitchen. Breakfast is ready for us, and we dig in. While we eat, Kaori's mom returns to the kitchen. She blushes and quickly leaves us before we can even greet her. I try to hold back my laughter while Kaori sighs. Soon, Kaori relaxes and we return to having a normal conversation. Hopefully that means she's decided to move on from this morning's events. When we're finished, we head back upstairs to the bedroom. After we enter the room, Kaori puts a change of clothes onto the bed.
We should head out soon if you want to reach the lodge at a normal hour. It might take a little bit to check in and get settled.
Sure. We quickly pack up some clothes and necessities and then head out. Thankfully, Kaori seems to have chosen to forget our little episode from earlier, which is good news for me. We are ready to head out the door, so we make sure to say a quick goodbye to her family first. Naomi drives us to the bus station. We arrive only a few minutes before the next bus does. The journey there is uneventful. The countryside flies by in a white-green blur. Kaori's head drops on my shoulder. She falls asleep. I smile as I look at her peaceful face, making sure not to disturb her. She wakes up when we arrive, and after a short taxi ride, we reach the hotel within the lodge grounds. Check-in is a breeze, and it isn't long before we're unpacking in our room.
We made it!
Yep. The room is modest and clean. A large king bed with crisp white sheets center the room. The bathroom has a sparkling clean tub, large enough for two. I make a mental note of that. May be useful later. Kaori flips through the brochure she grabbed from the front desk. Looks like they list out the different activities the lodge offers. They're the usual winter sports, an ice sculpture garden, winter market, and glass igloos which can be rented for the night.
This looks interesting. Ooh, and this too.
She points to a few different things, ticking check marks as she goes. I smile and flop onto the bed. Kaori seems to be enjoying herself by choosing her activities. All I care about is spending time with her, so I'm happy to let her choose. After she's planned out our entire trip, we decide to just relax in the hotel room. I decide to make use of the big jacuzzi tub and love every minute of it. We flip through the TV and watch the local channel until our stomachs growl. Neither one of us really feels like moving, so we decide to treat ourselves to room service instead. We both choose the chef's special for the night, which is freshly grilled fish. Apparently they also offer ice fishing on the grounds, and they mean it when they say it's fresh. As expected, the food is amazing and we devour it all. A wide yawn escapes Kaori's mouth. Are you tired?
I think I am.
Really? You slept the entire ride over here. She slips onto the bed and hugs a pillow.
I was awake really early this morning. It'll be good to have an early night. We've got a lot planned for tomorrow.
Her eyes are closed as she talks, and I grin. The poor girl really is tired. Well, at least change your clothes.
Okay.
Mustering the energy to move, she drags herself off to the bed. She quickly changes and gets ready, then crawls right back into bed. By the time I've gotten ready too, she is fast asleep. I slip into bed next to her and cuddle her into me. In her sleep, she seeks me out, huddling close. There's a smile on my face as I slowly drift to sleep. We wake up bright and early at the hotel and order room service for breakfast. Afterwards, we put on our hats and jackets and start our day. So what are the plans for today? Kaori unfolds a small map she must have gotten from the front desk yesterday.
The ice sculpture garden is not too far from here. Maybe we can check that out.
Sounds good to me. I follow Kaori down a small path. Looks like she's leading me to some kind of winter garden, but I can see something shimmering from the distance. As we get closer, there seems to be some statues made out of glass? No, not glass. Ice! Hundreds of ice sculptures fill the area. Some are even taller than me. The sunlight filters through, causing them to shimmer like crystals. Kaori gasps. It's so cold here that her breath puffs in front of her like a dragon.
This place is beautiful! I wonder if there's a competition.
I'm not sure. Feels like I'm in some sort of outdoor museum. A few people trickle by, pausing to look at the different sculptures. One of the sculptures catches my eye. It's an ice sculpture of a beautiful woman. She stands in the middle of the garden wearing a crown made of stars. Now that I'm up close, I can see the fine details of her jewels and clothing. The sculptor was clearly talented. He somehow made it look as if her dress and hair are billowing in the wind. It's so lifelike and delicate for something so solid.
Oh, hello.
I look up to see an older-looking man. He's wearing the same uniform as the people who work at the hotel. He must be someone who looks after this garden. He notices us checking out the sculpture and smiles.
The Ice Maiden caught your eye, I see.
Ice Maiden?
Oh, you don't know?
He gestures to the mountains surrounding us.
There's a legend surrounding this place. It all starts with this Ice Maiden. They make a new sculpture of her and put her in the center of this garden every year. The Ice Maiden was the spirit of winter, and she fell in love with a poet named Sammy. Our Black Diamond Slope is named after him.
He gestures to the towering mountain on the edge of the grounds.
He wrote about the beauty of winter, how the ice sparkled like crystals, and the soft, powdery snow coated the world in a peaceful blanket. The Ice Maiden felt how much he loved winter, how he loved her, and she felt just as much in love with him.
Kaori's expression softens as she looks at the Ice Maiden.
That's so romantic.
He nods.
Well, she came down from the skies and tried to live here on Earth with him, but that ended up causing a never-ending winter. Crops couldn't grow, and people were starving. She had no choice but to return to the skies. Sammy hated being torn away from his love, and he tried to build a ladder to the heavens, but mortals aren't allowed in the heavens, and he never made it. The year he died, the world was plunged into a deep freeze as blizzards stormed from her grief. Finally, the king of the heavens took pity on her. He placed the soul of Sammy within the mountain whose tip touches the sky, so the two of them can be together forever.
What I'm thinking. What I'm gonna say. I'm glad the two of them were able to be together. True love always finds a way. I smell at Kaori, who blushes. The man chuckles.
That's right.
He stretches out and gives us a nod.
Well, there's plenty more to see around here, so I hope you enjoy the rest of the garden.
What do you think? Missy walks away.
Let's go look at the rest of the ice sculptures.
Sure. We continue our way through the rest of the garden. We're able to see a few cool sculptures in the back. Someone carved an entire castle. I'm impressed by how each detail looks like it was painstakingly crafted. The sun rays shimmer through the towers and make it look as if lit from within. We pass a sculpture of a tiger with bared fangs, a massive tree with low-hanging branches, and even a dragon. By the time we're done, the sun is starting to sink in the sky. Kaori's cheeks are pink from the cold and her breath puffs in front of her face, but her eyes are wide with wonder.
That was really beautiful, wasn't it?
I nod. A lot of them looked like they were magical. Which one was your favorite?
The Ice Maiden.
Really? She grows defensive.
Yeah, really. Why are you so surprised?
You're a secret romantic.
It was a nice story, okay?
She looks away, her face becoming even redder.
Well, which one was your favorite?
Like, if we were able to see these, I might pick one. But these were all barely described, so let's just agree with her. It's the easiest way to avoid the fight. I like the Ice Maiden too.
Really?
Yeah, I like the story behind her ice sculpture. Kaori grins broadly.
So did I.
She glances at the darkening sky.
This was fun, but we should head back.
Sure, if that's what you want.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We want to make it back before it gets too dark.
True, I was ready for dinner by now anyway. We're about to head back, but Kaori leads me away from the hotel and deeper into the snowy woods. Wait, isn't the hotel room the other way?
Yes, but we aren't staying there tonight.
Not that damn igloo. Where are we staying? She glances back at me and smiles.
It's a surprise.
This trip has just been surprise after surprise. I can't wait to find out what this next surprise is. It's only a short walk before we come across an icy igloo. The round dome is a series of mirrored panels, reflecting sparkles of the waning sun. Snow covers the extended hall leading up to a solid door. Kaori slips a key out of her pocket and opens the door. Following her inside, I'm greeted by a rush of warmth. The igloo is cozy, the perfect space for two. Plush cushions rest on top of a sleek love seat, and a large bed is centered within the room. There's a dining table with 2 piping hot meals set up. The fragrant aroma of roasted meat makes my stomach rumble. But what takes my breath away is the view. I feel like I'm staying in the middle of a snowy field. The trees sway around us, their branches waving hello. Lingering snowflakes flutter in a frenzied dance, melting as it kisses the glass. The sun barely peeks above the horizon, the last rays faintly showering the snow with golden glitter. Whoa. Kaori waits for my reaction.
What do you think?
This view is amazing. Her grin broadens.
Isn't it? The brochure said the best view is at night, where it feels like you're camping within the comfort of the dome.
I can't wait. My stomach grumbles again and I glance at the table. Really hope that's for us.
Yep. Let's eat before it gets cold.
We settle in and get cleaned up. Then we sit down to eat. By the time we're done, the moon hangs high in the sky. Kaori and I snuggle up on the couch. She rests her head on my shoulder as my arm wraps around her waist. Together we gaze at the stars all around us, tiny pinpricks of light which poke through the shroud of darkness. She pulls the fuzzy blanket over us, huddling closer to me. I wrap my other arm around her too as I listen to her breathing. 2 steaming mugs of hot chocolate rest on the end tables while we wait for it to cool. Soft candlelight bathes the room in a warm glow. It's just enough light for us to see, but not enough to obstruct the view of the sky. It's beautiful. Kaori nods. Thank you for bringing me here. This whole trip so far has been perfect. I catch a smile on her lips before she buries her face against me, squeezing me in a hug.
I wanted to do something special.
I rest my head on top of hers and join her within my embrace. Just being able to spend this time with you is all I need to be happy. I feel the heat rise to Kaori's face as she continues to lean against me. She looks up at me and I give her a soft kiss. Honestly, I'm a bit surprised. She looks back up at me, genuinely curious.
Why?
I didn't think you were into the romantic stuff. She narrows her eyes and sits a bit straighter.
What makes you think I'm not?
I laugh. You just don't seem the type who would care about that stuff. She looks like she's about to protest. It's not a bad thing. It's like how I was surprised by how girly your room looks and that you were a ballerina. If I'd known you back then, I've never guessed you like gears. Kaori pauses, then sighs.
It wasn't until I was in high school that I decided to seriously look at piloting.
Really? So what got you into it?
I'd always liked it, actually. Even when I was dancing ballet and playing dress-up.
You played dress-up? She glares at me. We can keep playing dress-up, just don't hurt me. Hey, I don't mind, in fact. I don't mind. In fact, I'm wondering if you still have any of those outfits. She narrows her eyes.
I bet you want me to dress up as a cat or a nurse.
I think she dressed up as a knight for the Halloween party. I wouldn't object to those. She grins.
Well, too bad. I don't have them.
Ah.
Anyway, even though I liked piloting in gears, I never really pursued it because I didn't think that was something that girls were supposed to like. And I watched my sisters and my friends who all loved dresses and makeup and all of the traditional girly stuff. And I figured that's what I needed to love too. So I wore the cute dresses and I danced ballet because that's what girls are supposed to do.
Did you even enjoy any of those things?
Well, I mean, yeah. I wouldn't have done it if I hated it.
She stumbles over her answer, refusing to make eye contact with me. Her face is as red as a tomato. I can't hold back my smile. She's just too cute. If you liked it, then why'd you stop? She hesitates.
I had an epiphany at the end of middle school.
That timeline sounds familiar. I think back to when Kaori and Mei's friendship had been strained. That had started right around the end of middle school when Kaori found out Ryota wasn't interested in her. Because of Ryota? She nods reluctantly.
After that happened, I learned a lot of different things. And one of the things I realized was that there's no rule on what girls are supposed to do. I didn't hate all that girly stuff, but it never quite felt like it was me either. So I decided to start doing what I wanted to do and be who I wanted to be. Piloting was a lot easier to transition into than I thought it'd be. It helped me focus on myself. When I'm in Aura, there's just the battle.
I think about what she says and I understand. When I'm an eagle, I feel safe and powerful, like I can take on the world. After all, I'm literally encased in armor. I get it. I feel the same way in Eagle. She nods.
I started focusing more on fitness and health, so I could be a better pilot. Ballet actually helped me increase my flexibility and gave me the foundation I needed for conditioning.
Sure did. I can picture her bending over as if it were yesterday. Because it was.
And as I grew stronger and more confident, I became less scared to speak my mind. How could anyone know what I was thinking if I didn't just say it? It seems pointless to not just tell the truth.
Her expression softens, and suddenly she seems strangely vulnerable. She wrings her hands together anxiously.
But I know that a lot of times people don't like how blunt I am. Or they think I'm scary. Sometimes, I wonder if maybe I should have tried to be less outspoken.
Her voice trails off and she looks wistfully back at the sky. Don't think like that. She doesn't move. Kaori. At the sound of her name, she finally returns my gaze. Her eyes search my own as she waits to hear what I have to say. Okay, I took a break for a little while. Let's go big. Watching her second guess herself makes my heart twinge. This woman is both beautiful and smart. She's fiery yet cool. She's strong yet delicate. She's all these opposites that you'd never guess would go together, and that's what makes her so perfect. I love how outspoken you are. I love that you wear your heart on your sleeve. I love that you care about your friends and family. I love that you can most definitely kick my ass. But most importantly, I love you, all of you. Kaori smiles gently at my words. She pulls me in and plants a soft kiss on my lips.
That's how I feel about you, too.
Her words spark an electricity in my chest. Warmth blossoms in my heart, and I pull her in for another kiss. She giggles as she falls on into me. We spend the rest of the night entangled together underneath the silvery light of the moon. Our hot chocolates are long forgotten and as cold as the frozen landscape. I never want this moment to end. Closing my eyes, I savor the feeling of blissful peace. With Kaori in my arms, I soon drift to sleep beneath the winking light of a million stars. I jerk awake to a yelp. My heart kicks up into my throat and I sit straight up. What? Everything is bright and fuzzy. I squint through the ribbon of sunlight cutting through the ceiling. Kaori, what's going on? Kaori backs away from the edge of the dome and shuffles frantically next to me. Are you okay?
No!
What's the matter? She points to something outside of the dome.
Over there!
My brows furrow. I look to where she's pointing, but there's nothing but snow and evergreens. I don't see anything. Kaori furiously shakes her head.
It's still out there!
Well, I guess we're gonna die. I guess this is our life now.
You're just going to give up?
We're trapped in here by some scary invisible thing that I can't see.
It's not invisible! It's over there!
I still have no idea what she's pointing at. Time to just accept our fate.
No! Come on! I'll show you.
Fine. I untangle myself from Kaori's arms and slip off of the couch. I quickly put on my boots and coat, not bothering to tie my laces or zip up. Opening the door, I look around. A cool breeze snakes up the back of my neck, making me shiver. Kaori comes up behind me, staying as close as possible.
There!
She points at something shifting in the bushes. I squint.
It's in there!
She grabs onto my arm with a death grip. Frowning, I take a step closer. Something shifts in the bushes again. My heart starts hammering in my chest. Be careful, you don't know what's there. Snow flurries off of the leaves and branches as the creature stirs within. Then, a fluffy bunny hops out. So, let's go with the Monty Python thing here. Where is it?
Are you blind? It's right there!
She points a trembling finger at the rabbit. You're scared of the bunny?
No!
But as the rabbit's ears prick, she hides behind me.
Don't let it near me!
Kaori, it's fine. It's only a bunny.
It's sinister.
That's ridiculous. I take a closer look. The rabbit looks as soft as whipped cream. Its white fur blends in with the snowy terrain. I can make out a scarlet slash across its mouth. Red bubbles and drips down its fur. A chill runs down my spine. Is that blood? It looks like it's chewing something. Is this some kind of demonic rabbit? Funicula? So I can't believe they put in Funicula but no reference to Monty Python. What gives, devs? I'll protect you. I step out before the beast. Don't worry, Kaori, I'll save you.
Did it just kill something? I knew it was bad news.
She steps away from it, shaking her head. My pulse thrums, but I give the rabbit a closer look. I notice some bright red berries peeking in the bushes behind it. I let out a sigh of relief. It's not a demonic rabbit after all. It was just eating the berries on the bush. She peeks around me again, then cringes.
Just tell it to go away or something!
I start to piece things together in my head. If she is still afraid of it, even after I showed her it wasn't dangerous. Kaori, are you just afraid of rabbits or something? I hear her suck in a breath.
So what if I am?
But it's just a rabbit. What's there to be afraid of?
Can't you see its teeth?
Yeah?
And its claws? And glowing red eyes?
No?
And the foam coming out of its mouth? And its horns?
Do you even know what a rabbit is? She scowls, crossing her arms.
Of course I do! I saw them in Bunny Darko!
Bunny Darko? That horror movie? She nods.
My sisters were babysitting me when I was little and put it on. The rabbit was all bloody and disfigured. I had nightmares for weeks.
But it's a movie. It's pretend.
So, I don't trust them.
The rabbit scratches at its ear with one of its big feet. Gives us another curious glance before darting off in the other direction. I watch it disappear across the snow. I smile a little and shake my head. Well, it's okay. It's gone now.
Good.
I slip my hand into hers. And we have a full day ahead of us. Without rabbits. Kaori slowly nods.
That's true.
What fun things did you plan for us this time? I hope that by talking about something else, Kaori will forget about the rabbit. Seems to work as she perks up.
Tonight is the winter market. I wonder if it's changed a lot since I was a kid.
I guess we'll find out later. Maybe we can get some breakfast at the lodge and then go skiing after.
Yeah, but first, you should maybe tie your boots.
I glance down. Alright, been in such a hurry before. And you'll probably need a little more clothes than just your PJs. Kaori glances down at herself and her cheeks redden. We return to the igloo so we can get ready properly. I go through my morning routine, then slip on my coat and hat. Soon after, we head out. After breakfast, we spend some time skiing on the slopes. Kaori is better and faster at it than I am. She always manages to whiz past me, but she never strays too far, always stopping and waiting for me to catch up. While we're here, I can't help but mull over the story we had heard yesterday. Some of the people who work here say there's a broken, unfinished staircase if you check out the Black Diamond. Kinda want to check it out and see if it's true, but I'm not entirely sure I'm ready for a Black Diamond just yet. Plus, a lone staircase on its own in the middle of nowhere sounds like a bad idea in general. By the time we've had our fill, the sun is beginning to set. We return to our hotel room to freshen up for the evening. Soon, night falls. A million amber stars shimmer in the sky above us. Our faces are chilled from the cool winter air. Kaori huddles close to me as we make our way to the market. I can't help but grin. The spirit of the holidays is contagious here. The market is full of colored lights and people bustling around. There are cute little stalls set up with decorations in vibrant colors. Snow clings to the roofs like little white caps. The lights shimmer across the streets and cast a beautiful glow across Kaori's face. There are stalls selling all sorts of trinkets, winter snow globes, ornaments, and souvenirs related to the lodge. Other stalls beckon us with promises of warm treats and hot beverages. A delicious sweet smell wafts from one of the stalls. I turn my head and take a look before beaming. Kaori, look! Beaver tails!
What?
They're delicious. I saw these when I visited Canada. Her mouth twists in horror.
You actually ate a beaver's tail?
No, it's a beaver tail pastry. It's basically just delicious bread with sweet yummy goodness piled on top. Kaori still looks a little unconvinced.
Well, that's better. But only marginally. It sounds so unhealthy.
That's what makes it taste so good. I grab her by the hand and zigzag through the crowds to the stall. A man beams at us.
Hello! How can I help you today?
I decide to go with the classic. 1 cinnamon and sugar, please.
Of course!
I pay for it and the man hands me a hefty portion. I forgot how big these are. The smell makes my mouth water.
Enjoy!
I rip off a piece with my teeth. The sugar and cinnamon melt across my tongue. A grin blooms across my face. It's just as delicious as I remember. Kaori gives it a curious glance. It's so good, try it. She forcefully shakes her head.
I don't think so.
You're seriously missing out. She arches an eyebrow.
It doesn't look that great, to be honest. It just looks like fried dough.
The considerate one, the one I want to do. Okay, well, if you don't want a dessert, do you want me to get you something else?
Oh,
She pauses and looks around.
there are some roasted chestnuts over there.
She points to a little stall decorated with lights. I can smell the scent of something sweet and earthy wafting from it. I grin. Done. We jump in line. After a while, I order and pay for some roasted chestnuts. The sales lady smiles and hands them to me in a little baggie. Thanks. I hand it over to Kaori. Here you go. Kaori smiles a little. She brightens as she pops one into her mouth.
These are great. Thank you.
Of course. We end up spending the rest of the night browsing through the market. I buy a few souvenirs for Aunt Yuki, Uncle Kaido, and Nikki. I wonder how things have been for them on their vacation. Did they have a good Christmas on the beach? I'm sure they did. After a few hours of eating our fill of snacks, drinking hot chocolate, and exploring the shops, I start to feel a little tired. A tiny yawn escapes Kaori, too. Maybe we should head home. We don't want to miss the last bus back. Kaori nods. It isn't until we start heading back that I see her dig into a paper bag. Must have been from one of the shops.
Here.
She hands me something wrapped in tissue paper. She's avoiding eye contact, face flushed. Oh, what's this? She blushes even deeper.
Just open it.
I didn't see her buy me anything. She must have been sneaky. Quickly, I unravel the tissue paper. It's a small glass statue of a man holding a quill and paper. Is this the poet from the story? She turns away nodding.
Yeah.
She shuffles another tiny statue between her hands. Looks like it's the Ice Maiden.
It's not something big, okay? I just wanted to get something so we could remember this trip again.
A smile warms my face. Pulling her close, I plant a gentle kiss on her lips. She catches her breath in surprise, but returns the kiss, eager and loving. This trip has been amazing because you are amazing. I won't forget it. Her rosy cheeks add some color to the white landscape. Her smile melts my heart.
Me too.
She gives me another peck on the lips before pulling away. My hand curls over the statue. I wrap it up safely and give it back to Kaori for safekeeping in her bag. Are you ready to go? She nods and takes my hand.
Yeah.
We make our way back to the bus stop and catch the next bus out. The way back home is long and quiet. Kaori ends up falling asleep to a slow song on the radio. Afterwards, we flag a taxi. Luckily, the skies are pretty clear, so we don't have to worry about driving home in a big snowfall. When we finally arrive, I gently shake Kaori awake. She yawns and rubs her eyes. We trek up to the house and slip off our coats and shoes once we get inside. Everything is dark. Everyone must already be asleep. Tiptoeing quietly, we reach our bedroom. As soon as we flop into the bed, sleep claims us fast and instant. The sun shines bright in my eyes, waking me up. Still groggy, I blink my eyes open and look around the room. Kaori's space beside me is empty. She must already be awake. I take a look at the time and balk at how late it is in the morning. I did have a late night coming home, and I was exhausted from the travel. Kaori must have let me sleep in, which was very considerate of her. I smiled to myself, feeling lucky to have her again. The events of our getaway are still fresh in my memory. Part of me wishes we could have stayed there longer. Either way, I should get up now and see what everyone else is up to. Kaori's probably growing impatient waiting for me. I get ready for the day and head downstairs. Kaori's in the living room gathering up some things, but glances up when she hears me.
You're finally up.
Yeah, sorry I slept so late. She shrugs.
You were tired.
She picks up a gift bag and peeks within. So what are you doing?
Oh, just double-checking the presents. There are a few things I'd like to exchange. Or maybe just return entirely.
Probably my stuff. I think I know exactly which gifts those might be. A trip to the mall would be a nice opportunity to stretch my legs and get out of the house for a bit. Would you like some company?
Sure, if you want to. But you don't have to.
Let's go. That way we get to see her face as she tries to explain the returns. Her family are doing their own individual things, so I help myself to some food in the kitchen. After I finish eating, Kaori has gathered everything she wants, and we drive over to the mall. Although Christmas has already passed, some of the stores are slow to remove their decorations. The lights are gone, but some of the wreaths and trees remain. Most of the Christmas sale signs have all been replaced with after Christmas or New Year's deals. We pause in front of the oh-so-familiar jewelry store, which is located in the center of the mall.
Why don't we meet back here in about half an hour?
Oh, it's okay. I don't mind going with you to return your things. I really don't have anything I need to do here anyway. Her gaze flicks away.
No!
I blink at how forceful her answer is. A blush rushes to her face.
I mean, no. You should just go and look around, and I'll get this returned, and then we can reconvene.
She's being weirdly insistent she goes alone. It's not a big deal. I already have an idea of what you're returning anyway. The blush deepens as she shakes her head. She clutches the bag, closing it tightly.
No, you don't.
I was right there when you opened the gifts from your mom and sisters.
Yeah, but then later on, Naomi gave me something else.
Her voice becomes small, just barely a whisper.
From Vicky's Confidential.
Victoria's Secret, get it? My eyes widen. That's the ladies' lingerie store. Don't return it. Images of lacy bras and teasing underwear fill my mind, and I imagine Kaori wearing them. I reach for the bag, but she snatches it away. Please, for the love of all that is good, do not return those.
No! I have to! It's embarrassing!
At least let me see what I'll be missing. She jumps back, holding the bag close to her chest.
No! Stop being a pervert! I'll find you when I'm done.
As she begins to walk away, my tiny sliver of hope shatters. I was so close. As Kaori slowly fades from view, I wonder which shops I should browse. Glancing up at the jewelry store, I feel drawn to enter. I noticed some good quality leather watch bands in there last time. Maybe they've got deals on those today. Plus, Kaori will meet me right outside here, so I may as well stay close. I enter the store and see the same racks of necklaces and bracelets sparkling under the lights. If I remember correctly, the watches were in the back. Making my way through, I pass by the rings and I hesitate. The promissory ring sticks out in my mind, as do the events of the past week. Spending Christmas with her family, spending the night underneath the stars, the beautiful winter night market. I love spending every minute of it with her, and I want to create even more memories together. My gaze falls on an elegant silver band. Maybe.
Oh, hello again, sir. It's a pleasure to see you return.
Glancing up, I recognize the girl as the same saleswoman from before. Hi. This is a little awkward. Instinctively, I step back. She smiles warmly.
You must really be serious about her.
Huh?
Well, you've come in here twice, and both times you've looked at our rings.
That's true. My eye is drawn to the silver band again. She notices my stare and smiles.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Elegant yet simple. It's a popular choice within our promissory ring collection.
She takes it out from the case and offers me a chance to inspect it. The more I look at it, the more I think Kaori would like it.
Perhaps you'd like to give it to a certain special someone?
She winks knowingly. I'm gonna do it. Again, I'm still flattered, but I'm also still taken. Her smile freezes and she forces a laugh.
I'm sorry for the misunderstanding again. I meant, would you like to give it to your significant other?
And if you guys have put up with this madness long enough, I guess you guys deserve to see the ring. I remember Kaori's face as she cuddled into me and gazed up at the stars. She looked so content, and everything seemed to just fall into place. I want to see her that happy again. I want to make her that happy however I can. I promise that I will. You know what? Yeah, I do want to buy it. The girl's face splits into a wide grin.
Excellent choice.
She carefully places the ring within a small box after my purchase. I refuse the bag and slip the box in my pocket. I don't want Kaori to know about this just yet. I'll have to find the right time to surprise her. As I turn to go, I spot Kaori's red hair. In a moment, she reaches my side.
What are you doing here?
I better think of something quick. I just walked into the first store I saw.
Oh, right. Well, I'm done with my exchange stuff, so if you're ready to head out...
Sure, let's go. I follow her out of the store. So while we're here, is there anything you did want to get? Kaori looks thoughtful.
Actually, the latest season of Ninja Rangers is out.
Oh, nice. And you want to watch it? She nods.
I've been waiting for it to come out so I could watch it all at once. I heard they're introducing a new ranger.
How do you feel about that?
I'm not sure yet, but it's exciting either way.
Her eyes light up as she talks. Kaori's usually so serious, sometimes I forget that she likes anime too. Well, it's such a pivotal plot point, we absolutely have to watch it.
We? That means you're going to watch it with me?
Of course. I threw my arm around her shoulder. Who else would I watch it with? She blushes as a smile grows on her lips. I don't take offense when she shrugs out of my grasp. One day I'll get her comfortable with public displays of affection, but that's not today. Do you know where the store is? She glances around then points.
There's a directory. Maybe it'll show us where to find the anime store.
Excuse me, did I just hear you say anime store?
I don't know if that's a reference to anything. We turn around at the sound of the voice and see a man with bright spiky hair, who wears a cool jacket over a t-shirt and jeans. Yeah.
I'm heading in that direction and can show you where it is.
Oh, okay. That's really helpful of you.
No problem, just follow me.
He leads the way and we cautiously follow. I take Kaori's hand in mine so we don't lose each other and we weave through the crowds. Soon he turns down one of the narrower corridors. Is he going the right way? I didn't know there were shops here. The corridor opens back up to the other side of the mall. The guy suddenly pauses with no anime store in sight.
Here we are.
Kaori and I look at each other in confusion. We're in the middle of nowhere. Kaori looks skeptical.
Yeah, the only thing here is just a big garbage bin.
His expression suddenly changes.
Exactly. Because anime is trash.
He shouts his last words and dashes away. Like, I was kind of expecting Kaori to throw him in the dumpster, to be honest. There's no real good option here. I scoff. What a weirdo. Doesn't even deserve a response from me. The fire ignites in Kaori's eyes and she balls her fists.
Idiot! What's his problem?
I don't know.
It's not like we asked him for help. We could have been fine without him. Better, in fact.
Well, he's gone now, so let's just find the store ourselves. Still boiling, Kaori nods and takes a deep breath, trying to calm herself down.
Anime is not trash.
Right.
It's actually a really expressive and entertaining method of storytelling.
Yes.
With high quality production.
Okay, you don't have to convince me. She pauses, then exhales.
I'm sorry. He just made me so angry.
Let's forget about him. She nods and we head back towards the directory. Kaori spots the name on the store list almost straight away and we make our way there without incident. After buying the anime, we linger in the mall for a while longer, checking out some of the deals. We don't end up buying anything else, but we do find an arcade. We manage to convince Kaori to go in and we even find a set of gear simulators. We play some co-op matches against the AI, which Kaori approves of. Once we adjusted to the gear equipment, we flawlessly defeat level after level, attracting a crowd. We end up finishing with a super high leaderboard score. I guess all that gear piling into ace and my team cohesion with Kaori over the last months paid off.
Nice work.
You too, partner. We proudly exit the arena and notice the crowd is starting to die down. We decide to go back. By the time we head home, it is already beginning to get dark. We arrive just in time for dinner. Together we share another one of Mrs. Utami's delicious meals. No wonder Kaori knows so much about food. Her mother's an amazing cook. After dinner we help clean up, and then the family splits to their respective activities. The twins return to their rooms to work on their design ideas. Kaori's mother pulls her daughter aside.
Kaori, honey, could you come with me for a minute? I want to go through some of your old belongings before you go back to university.
What for?
I know you help out at Uncle Miguel's daycare, and I thought it'd be nice if you donated some of your old toys and things as a late Christmas gift.
Kaori's expression softens, and a wide smile lights her face. I recognize that expression. She wears it every time she sees the kids.
That's a great idea, Mom!
Chatting excitedly, the two of them head upstairs, leaving just me and Kaori's dad in the living room. Glancing over, I see he's inspecting a tiny figurine. Curious, I decide to get a closer look. He's holding a miniature gear figure similar to what he gave Kaori. Although this one is only partially painted, I think I recognize the shape. Is that a model of the series X890? Her dad looks startled, but answers me with a pleasant grin.
Yes, it is. It's unfinished, though. I'm surprised you could tell.
They have a really distinct sleek design, a bit thinner than the general models. He nods in agreement.
Yes. I've noticed that too. They can be pretty tricky to get right. I personally really like the X888.
This time it's my turn to look surprised. I didn't realize you were so into gears.
Oh, well, I'm certainly no expert like you kids, but I've slowly been getting into it.
He straightens up and gestures for me to follow him to the garage. It's been refurbished into a workspace. On one cabinet are lines of finished miniature gears. I was wondering if you could actually see those in the picture, but I don't. And this reminds me of Steiner from Battletech. I don't know if that's intentional. I gravitate closer to them and recognize that they're grouped by gear, make, and model. Did you paint these yourself? He nods proudly.
Yes. I honestly find it relaxing.
How'd you get into it?
It was Kaori, actually.
Really?
Indirectly. When she started getting into her piloting, she did all this research into gears. I decided to do it along with her, so I could understand exactly what she was getting into, what kind of dangers she'd be in, what model of gear would be best. That sort of thing.
I nod.
And even after she found Aura, I found myself still researching. It turns out, I think they're pretty interesting.
He chuckles.
Now, I'm never going to be a pilot or an engineer, but painting these little guys helps me feel a little bit closer to my daughter.
That's really awesome, Mr. Itami. I can't help but smile. He cares greatly for his daughter, and it shows in the little things he does for her. Memories of working on Eagle with my dad resurface, and I fight back the lump in my throat. Kaori is really lucky to have him. He rummages through his drawers and pulls out 2 figurines, then passes one of them to me.
Would you like to give it a try?
Sure. I've been missing my own gear while out of school. It'd be nice to have a little keepsake so I can keep it with me at all times. His grin broadens as I accept the mini gear. He sets up the paints and we both get to work. We continue to chat. He shares with me that Kaori would sometimes help him paint the gears, but she was usually too impatient to be able to do it long term. Usually, he would paint and she would watch him. The Aura figurine he gifted her was one he actually built as well as painted. It was the first time he built a model, which was impressive considering how great it looked. Finally, Mr. Itami's gear is finished. He takes a look at mine, curious.
That looks great! You've obviously got talent. Is this a special gear?
I nod. This is my gear, Eagle.
It's a beautiful looking gear. Did you custom build it?
Yeah, my dad and I did. I fall silent as the lump in my throat returns. Kaori's dad softens, his voice is gentle and calming.
You two did a great job.
Thanks. He takes another look at me, and something in his expression is different. Although he'd always been nice and welcoming to me ever since I arrived, I feel like he finally accepts me. This time together bonded us.
You make Kaori very happy, and I can understand why. You're a good young man.
Hearing those words mean a lot to me. Thank you. She's a very special girl.
Yes, she is.
He clasps my shoulder and gives me a gentle smile.
Well, it's getting late. We should probably head back into the house. Miss Itami will scold me if she knew I was out here at this hour.
He winks and the two of us go back inside. I return to the bedroom and find Kaori sitting on the bed. She looks up as I enter.
Good, you're back.
Yeah.
I was going to put on the first episode of the new Ninja Rangers. Do you want to watch?
Only if that also includes snuggle time with my girl. She blushes and looks away.
Don't be weird.
But she pats the space right next to her. I happily sit beside her and gather her in my arms, making her giggle. As she sets up, I quickly get changed and get ready for bed. We settle in the bed together with Kaori snuggled against me and begin the first episode. As the show continues, my eyelids feel heavy and I fight to keep them open. It's not long before I fall asleep with Kaori in my arms. I feel movement on top of me and my eyes fly open. We're both still in bed, but Kaori's awake. gaze holds my own as she straddles my hips. Her red lingerie teases me from beneath her unbuttoned shirt. What? Her eyes sparkle and she wears a devilish smile. Gentle fingers trail down my chest. Her every touch lights a deep fire within me.
You seem tense.
I am flustered. Tense? Me? No, I'm just, happy to see you. I feel the heat rise in my cheeks. Kaori giggles, a coy grin on her face.
Maybe you could use a massage.
She lays her hands flat against my chest and slowly leans forward, pulling my gaze down to red lace and soft skin. Her back arches delicately as my hands run across her hips. Her hair tickles my face. The smell of her shampoo is sweet and intoxicating. Her lips, full and enticing, hover above me. I lean in, but she's already pulled back. The shirt hangs off of her, strategically covering just enough to make my knee rise. A sleeve falls off her shoulder. She shrugs the other sleeve off too, letting it pull down at her hips before discarding it. Freed from her covering, I shrink in the shape of curves as my hands trace her body. Her hands run up my chest again as she leans close. Her body arches against mine, her skin gently caressing me like a whisper. A low growl escapes me as I grab her. She gasps as she falls into me, her gaze on my lips.
I wonder what sort of perverted thoughts you're having right now.
She wears an impish smile. She's pressed up against me chest to chest. My heart beats so fast I'm sure she can feel it. Her lips are just an inch away. So close. Suddenly I'm jerked awake. Sunlight filters across my eyes, but there's no fiery red hair in sight. What? Kaori?
What?
She glares at me, sitting on the edge of the bed, much more dressed than in my imagination.
You've been calling my name, but not saying anything else.
It takes a moment for my brain to catch up with reality. Memories of her teasing smile begin to drift away. What? Staring at her blankly, I try to process the scene. She was in lingerie, but now she's not. And she's sitting on the edge of the bed instead of on top of me. So it wasn't real? None of that was real? I look at Kaori again. She blinks.
Hello? Are you okay over there?
Gradually, understanding dawns over me. That was all a dream. Yeah, I think. Just had a really vivid dream. She pauses.
Was it about me?
Oh, yeah.
What was it about?
Well, we'll go for it. Can't stop the smell from spraying my face as I remember the dream. You were amazing. You wore the sexy red lacy underwear and you started giving me a massage and then... My voice trails off as the fire within me grows again. Kaori's eyes are wide, stunned. Maybe we should do a live demonstration. Her face turns as red as her lingerie. She punches me in the arm. Ow.
Stop being a pervert!
I can't help when I dream. She seems flustered and quickly rises to her feet.
All that means is that subconsciously, you're a super big, lewd pervert!
First of all, I will not necessarily disagree with that. Secondly, in my wildest fantasies, where I can literally think of anything or anyone, real or imagined, I saw you. Kaori is taken aback. Her cheeks redden and she looks away. The anger from before melts off her face.
Fine. Whatever. I don't care anymore. I'm going to go downstairs. Come down when you're ready.
Then she hurries out of the room. My heart is still pounding. I need a moment to relax and collect myself. But that actually didn't end too badly. Take my time, I get ready for the day, then go downstairs and join the family for a late breakfast. We decided to just relax and take it easy today. Kaori's dad disappears in the garage to work more on his figurines while her mother and sisters decide to go out. That just leaves me and Kaori in her bedroom, alone, without interruption. Reminders of the dream wiggle back into my brain and I slap Kaori a look. Feeling my gaze on her, she glances at me. A mischievous grin spreads across my face. Kaori narrows her eyes.
Don't even think about it.
Instead, she pulls out her laptop again so we can continue watching Ninja Rangers. Turns out we only managed to watch one episode last night before we fell asleep. Leaning back on the bed, I stretch out my arm, leaving a space for Kaori to fill. Like a puzzle, she fits perfectly beside me and we begin watching. The more we watch, the more we become absorbed with the show. Kaori is right. They did introduce a new character, Enchantra, the Ranger of Charm. She's a beautiful and busty character who wears the same skin-tight uniform as the others. Her ability is to persuade others to do the right thing. Kaori rolls her eyes.
It's annoying when a good show decides to go overboard on fan service. Besides, her power doesn't even really fit in with the others.
I was kind of hoping they'd make a reference to the dream being fan service, but okay. Forte is pretty hot too. I chuckle at Kaori's reaction. She's cute when she's jealous.
What?
That sounds a little hypocritical when you consider Forte and all of his rippling muscles.
It's not the same!
Her face flushes.
He needs those muscles to be able to perform his feats of strength. It's functional.
Well, Enchantra needs... Kaori gives me a warning stare. Her physique to be persuasive. Time gets away from us as we power through episode after episode. Even with the divine introduction of the new character, the season is still good. We stop when we hear the call for dinner. I spot a large pot in the middle of the table. This looks different.
We thought that since it's so cold outside, we'd have shabu shabu tonight.
Ayame nods as her mother helps her bring up plates of raw meat and vegetables. Kaori's father grins.
What an excellent idea. Nothing quite warms the soul like some hot soup.
We gather around the pot of boiling soup, chatting happily while cooking our food. After our bellies are full, we help clean up and then rest for a bit.
It's been nice having the whole family together again.
Plus a bonus member.
Naomi. He's practically family at this point.
Kaori's mother pats my hand reassuringly.
You are welcome here at any time.
Thanks.
Well, I was thinking it would be nice to have a family game night again. It's pretty rare that we have all of you back at once. What do you say?
We have exactly enough members for a game of Russian roulette. Ayame lights up.
That's a great idea, Dad.
Naomi nods.
Remember the game One Night Vampire? You kids used to love it growing up.
If that's a reference to something, I do not know it. Kaori smiles fondly.
It's been forever since I've played that.
If everyone else wants to play something, then I'm happy to play too.
Alright, sounds like that's settled.
Ayame goes to collect the game while Kaori's dad faces me.
Do you know how to play One Night Vampire?
Not in the slightest. I don't think so. How do you play?
Alright. We'll play a simple version with fewer roll cards. There are villagers, vampires, a rabble-rouser, a burglar, and a soothsayer.
So I'm assuming this is like Ultimate Werewolf or Mafia, Town of Salem if you're familiar with the digital version.
The vampires are pretty self-explanatory. The rabble-rouser will cause trouble by switching 2 cards. The burglar will exchange their card with another player, and then look at that new card. And the soothsayer can either look at one person's card, or look at 2 cards in the center. At night, each roll will be called to do an action, so just make sure you listen to the narrator on what action you should do. During the day, everyone discusses and tries to guess who the vampires are. Whoever is voted a vampire is considered staked.
Even if they're vegetarian?
The villagers win if at least one vampire dies. The vampires win if they are all alive.
Sounds simple enough. We set up the game and Kaori's dad shuffles the deck. Then he passes out the rules, leaving the remaining cards in the center of the table. I peek at my card, my heart races. Just my luck. I'm a vampire.
All right. It is now the first night. Everyone close your eyes.
I close my eyes like I'm told to do.
Vampires, wake up and look for your kin.
I do, and so does Kaori. We glance at each other and smile. This is perfect. It must be destiny that we are on a team together. Kaori's dad tells us to close our eyes. He cycles through the other roles, and then the night phase is over.
Everyone open your eyes. You can now discuss.
Kaori blinks open her eyes and looks around the room. She speaks before anyone else has a chance to start.
One of the vampires is Naomi.
Naomi looks at Kaori.
You're obviously just randomly throwing around accusations. I bet you're the vampire.
Kaori's face reddens. Oh no, I need to say something before she gives us away. So this is a 50-50 shot. I don't know about Naomi, but Ayame is most definitely a vampire.
What? How did you even reach that conclusion?
I saw it. She raises her eyebrow.
You're pretending to be the soothsayer, aren't you?
I'm not pretending. I saw your card, and you are definitely the vampire.
I believe him.
Naomi laughs.
Well, of course you do. He's your boyfriend.
Kaori's face reddens.
So? That doesn't mean I have to agree with everything he says.
but it'd be nice if she agreed with one thing once in a while. Fine. Is anyone else here the soothsayer? They all glance at each other. Wow, I got super lucky. That means the soothsayer must be in the middle pile. I just have to keep this up. I rest my case.
That doesn't mean anything. In fact, it's so obvious now that you're a vampire because I'm the villager.
Says the vampire.
Alright, it's time to wrap this up. We are holding the vote now.
Kaori, her mother, and I all point to Ayame. Naomi points to Kaori, and Ayame points to me.
Mom? Why?
Sorry, dear, but he's the soothsayer.
The daytime round ends, and we all flip over our cards. The group is surprised at our reveal.
You were both vampires?
Yep.
She beams at me, clearly pleased by her win. Ayame facepalms.
You've got to be kidding me. I switched both of your cards.
I glanced at her card, and she was the rabble-rouser. Nice try.
Oh, you two were excellent together.
Kaori's mother gushes over Kaori and me.
No wonder we couldn't guess. You two are just the perfect team.
Mom!
Kaori flushes, clearly embarrassed. Her mother just laughs.
Why don't we play again?
We play a few more rounds, rotating narrators and roll cards. Kaori's dad had the best poker face of the night. No one could tell if he was bluffing or not. You can tell he lives with 4 women. With lots of laughter, we continue to play long into the night. Eventually our heads grow weary and it becomes difficult to concentrate. We decide to pack it in for the night. Splitting our separate ways, we return to our bedrooms and get ready for bed. I flop onto the bed, and before long, I'm fast asleep. My brain still feels a little fuzzy when I wake up the next day. I groan, stretching out across the mattress. Where'd Kaori go? I rub my eyes. The sun is bright and shiny in here, making everything look brighter and pinker than normal. What time is it anyway? I lean over and grab my phone from the nightstand. It's the afternoon already? How did I manage to sleep in so late? I hear the door open. When I look up, Kaori blinks in the doorway.
Oh, you're finally awake.
Yeah. I smile and rub the back of my neck, sheepish. Guess I was pretty tired from the game last night. She nods and then crosses the room for her purse. She throws it over her shoulder. I realize she's already got her jacket and hat on. What's the plan for today?
Oh, I have to help my mom pick up some things for tonight.
Okay, I'll come with you. She shakes her head.
No need. We've got it covered. You can stay here and relax.
I glance around the room, wondering if I could do what I could do to amuse myself. Kaori seems to guess my thoughts and she picks up her laptop.
I have some shows on here if you want to take a look. I also have a couple of games.
A game would be fun. What do you have? She fiddles with it for a moment before handing it to me.
Oh, I know!
She clicks around before pulling something up. I glance at it. What's this?
It's a visual novel. The story is really good.
A visual novel? That sounds fun! I can make out some kind of opening theme song with some anime dudes. Sure, I'll check it out.
Great!
She pecks me on the cheek.
I'll be back soon, okay? Have fun!
As she walks out of her room, I let her aside and flop backwards onto her bed. I guess this is what I'll be doing then. I sit up and scoot back into the pillows, starting up the game on her laptop. I squint to the title. Magical Messenger? What the heck? This is an otome! So if you're not big on the visual novel scene, that's the one where the genders are reversed, I guess is the best way to describe it. You're playing as a female character and there's a bunch of romanceable male characters. Well, it is Kaori's game, I suppose that makes sense. Guess I'll still play it. The start of this game is weird. Apparently I'm some girl and I find a random phone. Some stranger is texting me and telling me to break into someone's apartment to return it? Why not just turn the phone into the lost and found? Okay, wow, we actually broke into a stranger's apartment. But no one is here. Oh, now the mysterious phone is blowing up. Someone getting sucked into a messenger app. There's a bunch of ridiculously good-looking guys texting me at once and trying to figure out what I'm doing here because it's a private messaging app. Apparently these characters are part of a charity organization until the founder, Rhea, died. The leader of this chat room, Z, was her fiancé before her untimely death. I'm supposed to wait around for him to show up and figure out what's going on. Until then, they want me to try to organize a charity party and take over Rhea's unfinished work. And along the way, I get to find romance. Who should I go for? So, I don't know if these are supposed to be references to certain things. It's entirely possible this segment is going so far over my head I can't even see it from below. So the only thing I can do is choose the most ironic of options. And this one's going to go over every single person's head who watches this video. Retaliation. Why not? I'll go for Zen. He's an actor, singer, and says he's charming. I deserve a little wooing. This beautiful man keeps saying he's selfies and talking about his acting career. Talks about how great he is at singing and even sends me a few clips from some of his musicals. I mean, it's not a lie. He really can't sing. My princess, so are you tonight? Are you awake because you can't sleep? Here, look at my beautiful face. Your dreams shall be blessed. He sends yet another selfie. Yeah, that's great and all. Can we talk about something else? Something else? Yeah, something that doesn't have to do with how hot you are. I'm not sure why you'd want to, but sure. Have you heard me sing lately? I'm just really talented. Next day in the chat room, I receive a picture of Zen's ankle in a cast. Honey, what do I do? How will I ever audition for musicals now? Oh no, what happened? I sprained it from overexertion. You don't say. Tell me more. Overexertion? Yeah. Were you doing a lot of heavy lifting and pulling? Yes, I lifted like 400 pounds. Much more than any human could handle. Oh my. I went in too hard. It's so embarrassing. Don't be embarrassed, these things happen. I was just getting so excited about meeting you at the charity party I got carried away. The important thing is that you heal from this. Get plenty of rest. Don't hurt yourself while thinking of me tonight. Thanks, babe. I'll get even better quicker from your encouragement. Moi? Is this supposed to be a kiss sound or something? I go over to Zen's house the next day and take care of his sprained ankle. But it's a secret because I'm not supposed to leave the apartment for some reason. Also, Jae-hee, Jimin's assistant, now hates me because Zen is not allowed to have a girlfriend. Otherwise, how will his fans envision them with him? Turns out his biggest weakness is thinking that he won't amount to anything because his family always said there was nothing more to him than his looks. All of the incessant narcissism is just a big fat mask of insecurity. However, as soon as we become close, a famous actress swoops in and tries to steal my man. After he turns her down, she attempts to ruin his career by making all these horrible lies about my boo Zen. Okay, this segment is going a lot longer than I thought it would. Beautiful princess, what do I do? My reputation is ruined. Time to throw in the towel. Guess your career was just never meant to be. Honestly, I don't ever see you recovering from this. You should just give up. Everyone knows that you're nothing more than a pretty face. Wow, I guess you're right. Zen gives up on all of his dreams. He becomes a sad shell of the man he once was. Guess there actually was more to him than just his looks, but I'll never know since I encouraged him to stuff it all out. Whoops! Well, that was an experience. I finished the round and decided that's enough magical messenger for one day. Kaori still hasn't returned, so I checked to see what other game she has on here. Nothing catches my eye until I spot Fortnite. Kaori actually tried this? Or Forte Night, I should say. Well, so will I. I get sucked into the game and lose track all the time. Before I know it, it's getting dark. I hear some footsteps. The bedroom door opens and Kaori walks inside.
Hey, I'm back.
You were gone? I set aside the laptop and smile. Hey, got everything taken care of?
Yeah.
She glances at the laptop.
Did you have fun with the game?
She must be Magical Messenger. You didn't tell me it was an otome. You didn't tell me it was a romance game.
It's a visual novel.
It was an otome.
Those are visual novels.
She cocks her head.
I'm curious. Which character did you end up going for?
Lovely Zen. She makes a face.
That narcissist? He's such a playboy.
Like for his looks, to be honest. Just agree and let the rage subside. Yeah, he did send way too many selfies.
And videos. Ugh.
So who's your favorite then?
Jimin. He's so hardworking and cool. Plus, he has a secret soft spot for animals.
Tsundere meets tsundere. My mouth curves up into a smirk. You like him because you guys are basically the same. Kaori turns beet red.
What? That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
He acts too cool for MC. You act too cool for me. She sputters.
What?
He has a secret soft side. You have a secret soft side. Her face flushes. She opens her mouth to reply, but nothing comes out. He dotes on his chinchilla, you dote on your daycare kids. He's blunt to the point, you're blunt to the point.
Okay, that's enough. I get it.
He works Jae-hee to the bone, and you work the team to the bone.
That's different. Our practicing is important for the team.
I chuckle. I think I've got my point across now.
How far did you get in the game anyway?
Oh, I finished. Kaori bulks, surprised.
What? How did you get so far in a matter of hours?
I don't know, whenever the notification to continue came up, I just said yes.
What? That means you actually spent money.
Are you sure? I don't remember it asking for money. Is Kaori's card attached to it? Did I accidentally charge her without knowing? Oops. She grabs the laptop and quickly scrolls through it.
Oh, wait. Never mind.
She lets out a breath of relief.
No money was actually spent this time.
This time? She blushes.
Well, if it was already unlocked from before, they don't charge again, obviously. It was just a warning prompt or something.
Wait, so that means Kaori's the one who spent money to play the game? You spent actual money to romance virtual dudes? It wasn't me, but it was you who was addicted. Her blush deepens.
It's an informative experience into relationships, okay?
She shuts the laptop and stands.
Anyway, we should get going.
I'm automatically intrigued. I cock my head. Where are we going? She grins.
To my favorite spot in town.
Aren't we going to spend New Year's Eve with your family? Kaori shakes her head.
I thought we might enjoy bringing in the new year together. Just the two of us.
She looks down unusually shy. A grin spreads on my face. I would like nothing more. Kaori matches my smile.
Come on, I'll drive.
I slip into my jacket and shoes, following her outside. Kaori goes into the driver's seat and I get into the seat next to her. Soon we're off. I look around from the car window. Looks like we're in some kind of park. Even so, it's just as bright as the city. The trees are lit up with Christmas lights and there are some people buzzing and walking about. It takes a while for Kaori to find parking. When she does, she scrambles out of her car. So real quick, from what I understand, Japan's biggest holiday of the year actually is New Year's. So as a result, it'd be really common to see pretty much everyone come out of the woodwork for this type of thing. I follow her, unsure of where we're going. Her pace is a little quicker than normal. I urge myself to keep up, but she's always a few steps ahead of me. After several minutes go by, I'm really starting to feel the ache in my legs. The land is all flat, but she's going on forever. Are we there yet?
No.
How about now?
No!
Another 10 minutes go by. Finally, she halts to a stop, making me crash into her. I stumble backwards, just barely catching my footing. She turns around and smiles.
We're here.
I blink and look around. She's taking me to a more secluded edge of the park. Across from the river is the city. The lights from the buildings shimmer in beaming yellows and crimsons, casting a beautiful reflection across the river. Wow, this is beautiful. She smiles and nods.
I'm glad we finally made it. It'll be the perfect view for the fireworks.
Oh, so that was the surprise? She nods.
This was always my favorite spot to watch them.
I'm sure it'll be great.
My dad took us here when I was really little. We had gone into the town to join the crowd for the fireworks, and I got scared.
You? Scared?
They were right over my head and so loud.
Still can't picture it.
I was like 4, okay?
I chuckle.
Anyway, my sisters didn't want to have to miss the fireworks, so my dad took all of us out here. It was so much calmer and quieter. I loved it. We come here every year. I told them I wanted to show you the fireworks too.
I slip her hand in mine and give it a slight squeeze. For a moment we fall into a comfortable silence. We can hear the crowd from the distance, animated and cheering for the new year to begin. After a moment, Kaori glances at me again.
I'm really glad you came with me to visit my family for Christmas. It means a lot to me.
Me too.
No, really. This year has been one of the best years of my life, because...
She hesitates, struggling for the words. Her face steadily flushes red.
This year, I got to meet you.
Just wait until next year. Next year is going to be even better.
Oh, why's that?
I threw my arm around her. Because things can only get better the longer we're together. The year after that will be even better, and the year after that. She giggles.
You're silly.
I grin at her and kiss her on the cheek. I'm happy I can make her smile. Suddenly there's a loud explosion followed by a burst of gold. We look up at the sky. Fireworks bloom in and out of the darkness. The cheering of the crowd reaches a crescendo. I glance at Kaori, but she's not looking at me anymore. She's looking at the fireworks bursting off into the sky. The colors burst across her face, and she turns into a creature of light. There's so much more to Kaori than what everyone else sees. She pushes me hard to do better and keeps me accountable to the team. I remember when she first shared her bento with me and how I learned you could be a good cook even if it's healthy food. I remember the first time I saw her face light up when she was with her daycare kids, and how gentle and patient she was with them. And I remember the night we shared in the glass igloo, cuddled beneath a blanket, burying our souls to each other. As I look at her, glowing beneath the stars, I feel as if she has never looked more beautiful. My insides start to squirm. The promise ring feels heavy in my pocket. It's now or never. I take a deep breath. Hey, Kaori? She turns to face me. I dig into my pocket and pull out the promise ring. It glints in the light of the fireworks. Kaori's eyes widen. She takes in a sharp breath. My heart pounds in my ears. I didn't prepare anything fancy to say, but suddenly all my feelings for her come pouring out at once. Things between us have been really great. Ever since you came into my life, you made things so much brighter and fuller. I'm so glad I get to be with someone I share my passions with. I'm so glad I get to have you by my side. She gives me a curious look, uncertain of what I'm doing. This is a promise ring. I know that we've only been together for a short time. And I know that what I'm doing is crazy, but it's because I am absolutely head over heels for you, Kaori. I take her hand in mine and slip the ring onto her finger. She watches me, stunned, speechless. I want you to have this, so you know that I'm serious about us. I know we're young and it's too early to think about engagements and all that stuff, so this is a promise from me to you that I will be the best boyfriend I can possibly be. She doesn't say anything for a moment. Her eyes are wide and teary, completely focused on the ring. Panic spikes my chest. Kaori? Again, she doesn't say anything. Maybe this was a bad idea after all. What was I thinking, just going in full force without even asking her how she felt about us? I'm sorry. I didn't even ask if you were okay with this, and I just acting like my dumb self. That seems to snap her out of her thoughts. She hits me in the chest, but there's no force behind it. She lets out a wet laugh.
Of course I'm okay with it, idiot!
She laughs again, this time more stunned and happy. A broad grin splits my face. I scoop Kaori into my arms and spin her. My heart feels so light, like I'm walking on air. The fireworks are booming in my ears, so loud it almost feels like I'm underwater. Kaori is smiling up at me, still teary-eyed, with all those blues and violets exploding behind her. She reaches out and winds her arms around my neck, delicate as ivy. I bend down and she rises onto her toes. I hear the shouts of the people far into the distance, counting down the seconds. A trail of glitter shoots high in the sky, higher than any of the others, and showers the inky darkness with an explosion of rainbows. The cheers fade into the background as Kaori kisses me, long and sweet. My heart vaults. It feels like how the stars must, right before they shoot across the sky. When we pull apart, our breath is ragged and breathless. She smiles and kisses the corner of my mouth.
Happy New Year.
I smile back, brushing the hair from her face. Happy New Year. We kiss again as the skies sparkle behind us. This past year has been full of ups and downs. I faced loss, but have also gained love. Kaori's strength keeps me grounded. With her guidance and care, I know I can face anything the future throws at me. But as I stand here with her, our bodies entwined beneath the glittering boom of fireworks, I'm excited and ready to start this new year together with Kaori. any sort of credit thing. Wow, they actually make you scroll through this. So yeah, I'll go over this as I talk a little bit. So overall, you get a little bit more Kaori, like I was saying. She was the most popular character from what I understand. I assume this is Ginglane's voice actor reprising him. The twins share the voice actress, that's no surprise. And yeah, apparently this was some sort of cameo thing. I don't know. So I was curious who sang the opening song, because that did not sound like Kaori's voice actress in the slightest. Here are the Patreon backers. This was not on Kickstarter, so they had to rely on these guys. They did all the heavy lifting this time around. Don't know if we're gonna get more, like I was saying. We'll kind of wait and see. They have a lot of Patreons, man. File not found. Easily my favorite name out of this bunch. So I don't know if this is another visual novel studio or what. I'm gonna call him Casvolt. I think that's how that was the name of the character. It's been so long since I watched Gundam, damn it. Yeah, I don't even remember what Sayla's real name was, now that I think about it. But yeah, the other thing is, this I kind of have to direct at everyone who watches the visual novels on this channel. I don't know how much it annoys you guys, or if you actually enjoy it, that I sometimes go for the crazy options. Generally with visual novels, they want to steer you on a certain thing, so they make one route more, or one option more appealing than the others. And I generally throw all that to the wind. I think this is the guy from the list. Not the list, the letter. It's been so long since I looked at that game, I kind of forgot, and like I said, I was disappointed with what's coming out there, but I know this group is working on visual novel number 3. I haven't looked at any of the details for it, if any of them are public. You can view them on the Patreon, so if you want to back them there, you can see what's coming. Otherwise, I'll look into covering the 3rd novel. There's probably going to be a lot more insanity knowing me, since naturally I gravitate toward chaos. There's just no helping that. So as long as you guys don't mind that, stick around on the channel, we'll find more stuff to do, but otherwise, that's the Kaori After Story, and well, if you want to pick it up, it is still... Actually, it's not on sale at the moment. But if you want to pick it up during the Steam Winter Sale, you at least get a card for it, so it's like saving a nickel if you sell the card. So there you go, you can save 5 cents. What you'll do with that 5 cents, I have no clue, because of inflation, yada yada yada, but that's a topic for another day. So if there's another one of these released, I'll meet you guys there, otherwise, that's it for now. The Hero of Light, thanks for watching, and goodbye.